for example, what Fish did yesterday and what Nonuai did today. After using the toilet, they had to clean it.
Bon, pour mardi, même si c'est déjà passé, je vais quand même dire. Mardi, Clément s'occupe du salon. Hanson s'occupe du couloir et des escaliers. Verna balaye la chambre numéro 2 et Mado balaye la chambre numéro 3. Pour le mardi.
So, as of the program of Tuesday, which is today, as you already started, we had Clement, Hansen, Verna, and Magdu to clean. Clement was to clean the living room, Hansen, the corridor and the staircase, Verna, room 2, and Magdu, room 3.
Pour la cuisine, aujourd'hui, on va faire deux personnes. Deux filles vont s'occuper de la cuisine et les hommes vont laver les assiettes. Laver les assiettes, c'est quoi? Après, laver les assiettes du petit déjeuner et laver les assiettes en soirée.
So 2 female flatmates will be in charge of the cooking, and the boys are going to be in charge of cleaning the dishes. That's after breakfast and a second meal. The boys will be in charge of cleaning the dishes.
Aujourd'hui,
Qu'est-ce qu'on a fait, garçon?
non, j'ai pris les garçons. Aujourd'hui,
So I was asking if there was particular number of boys, and he said he will assign them just like at random.
Aujourd'hui, Sinchan et Queen Mother s'occupent de la cuisine et Bishop s'occupe de laver les assiettes.
So today we have Cynthia and Queen Mother to take charge of the kitchen, and Bishop is to clean the dishes.
Demain, Patience et Verna pour la cuisine et Adage s'occupe de laver les assiettes.
Tomorrow we have Patience and Verna for the kitchen, and Adash to clean the dishes.
Jeudi, Nadine et Mado s'occupent de la cuisine et Afa s'occupe de laver les assiettes. Jeudi, oui.
On Thursday we have Nadine and Mado in the kitchen, and Afar will be in charge of the dishes.
Mercredi, Mado et Sinchan s'occupent de la cuisine. Vendredi, Mado et Sinchan s'occupent de la cuisine et Clément s'occupe de laver les assiettes.
Friday, Mado and Cynthia in the kitchen, and Clement to wash the dishes.
Samedi, Verna et Patience s'occupent de la cuisine et Dieudonné s'occupe de laver les assiettes.
Saturday, Verna and Patience take charge of the kitchen, and Dieudonné will do the cleaning of the dishes.
Dimanche, Queen Mother et Nadine s'occupent de la cuisine et Adar s'occupe de laver les assiettes.
Sunday, Queen Mother and Nadine will be in charge of the kitchen, and Adash will wash the dishes.
Lundi, on va improviser.
On Monday, we are going to improvise.
Bon, pour le ménage, mercredi, Afa, salon, Dieudonné, couloir, escalier, Bishop, chambre numéro 2 et Fish, chambre numéro 3.
As concerns the cleaning of the mansion, tomorrow, Afa is in charge of cleaning the living room, Dieudonné, the corridor, Bishop, room 2, and Fish, room 3.
Jeudi, le couloir et l'escalier.
So the corridor, the person in charge of the corridor takes care of the stairs. So it's the veranda, the corridor, and the stairs.
Jeudi, Fish s'occupe du salon, Queen Mother s'occupe de la cuisine, du couloir et des escaliers, Noniwa s'occupe de la chambre numéro 2 et Cynthia s'occupe de la chambre numéro 3.
So on Thursday we have Fish in the living room, Queen Mother, the corridor, Noni, room 2, and Cynthia, room 3.
Vendredi, Noniwa, salon, Afa, couloir, escalier, Hanson, chambre numéro 2, Dieudonné, chambre numéro 3.
On Friday we have Noni White in the living room. We have Afa, the corridor, Hansen, room 2, and Dieudonné, room 3.
Jeudi, samedi, Bishop, salon, Clément, couloir, escalier, Patience, chambre numéro 2, Nadine, chambre numéro 3.
On Saturday we have Bishop for the living room, Clement for the corridor, Patience for room 2, and Nadine for room 3.
Dimanche, Hanson, salon. Fiche, couloir, escalier. Muniwai, chambre numéro 2. Afa, chambre numéro 3.
For Sunday, we have Hanson in the living room, Fish in the corridor, Muniwai, room 2, and Afa, room 3.
Lundi, on va improviser.
On Monday, we will improvise.
Ok, je tiens à rappeler que ici, chaque personne passe 3 fois. Donc j'ai tout fait pour équilibrer. Chaque personne passe 3 fois. La seule personne qui passe 4 fois, c'est Afa. Donc chaque personne passe 3 fois. J'ai pris la peine d'équilibrer.
So he's saying that according to the list, everybody has at least 3 times to work. The only person who has more than 3, which is 4, is Afa.
Et chaque soir, je vais prendre la peine de rappeler pour la journée prochaine.
So every evening, he's going to remind us of those in charge of the next day.
Bon, pour concernant la cuisine, celui qui veut quelque chose pour la cuisine, il demande à Vera.
So as concerns the kitchen, if you want anything from the kitchen, you're supposed to get to Verna.
C'est tout.
That's it.
Et pour le programme d'aujourd'hui, on a Biggy News, on a un théâtre, un grand spectacle, on a une discussion. Mais avant tout, on va commencer d'abord par Bishop. Et après, bon, il y a Bishop et Wayne qui m'ont approché pour parler. Bon, je veux qu'on va commencer par Bishop. Et à la fin de tous les événements, de tout ce qu'on a aujourd'hui, on finit par Wayne. Et après ça, c'est la pause.
So pertaining to our program of today, we have Bishop is going to say something. And after that, we have Dieudonné for PG News. After Dieudonné, we have a performance, slam, theater performance, and then the rest of the program will follow. Patience. Everything after the spectacle. So after the performance, we have patience. The actor patience.
Then I will parler de quelque chose.
After patience, Bena has something to tell us. The actor stuff.
On a la pause.
And after what Bena will say, we have a break.
Ouais.
Okay. On commence.
La Bishop qui veut.
So we'll start with Bishop.
Hello, family. I am standing here. I'm not too happy because I noticed my bag is no more in the mansion.
Okay.
And that bag, I have all my stuff inside. My rubbing oil, brush, toothpaste, everything. There's some dresses there, and my panties inside, and I'm not finding any no funny. I should not come and leave my bag where it is. So anybody, whether they sent you or they don't send you, if you know where the bag is, bring it back before I do what my father did. So I'm just trying to say this one. It's not funny. I don't know who took it, and I don't know for what reason anybody took my bag. I don't want to be annoyed because I have some script inside there that I thought I'll stage a performance here. Now I can't do because I don't have the script anymore. I'm just begging now. I don't want to raise up my voice. But if you come to that level, I don't know what will happen. So please, if anybody has my back, can search practically everywhere in this house. The beds are open, the rooms, even the rooms that the should not enter there, I've entered it because I need that back. So anybody that has taken my back, should come and keep it there. I don't entertain questions.
Bishop, please, I want to ask what the bag looks like so that if
The bag looks green like this.
C'est un sac, quelle dimension, ça quelle couleur?
C'est un sac un peu vert là, un sac militaire.
Un sac à dos.
Oui, c'est un sac à dos.
En tout cas, ce qu'on va faire, c'est que après Bernard, tu comprends. Après Vena, on va organiser une fouille. On commence par la chambre numéro 2. On finit, on part à la chambre
Et
numéro
je
3.
veux dire que la personne qu'on va trouver ça sur son espace.
Il va planter les choses.
I'm talking and looking all your faces.
Donc on va commencer par la chambre numéro 3. Tu vois, non? Donc on commence d'abord au salon. Après on part cuisine. On monte l'escalier. Tout le monde, chambre numéro 2. On fouille. Après tout le monde, chambre numéro 3. Hein? Oui, c'est quelqu'un qui d'abord.
That was what I had asked. I'm pleading for the moment. They will come and tell me I'm not. Just keep the bag there. See, monsieur.
Ok. S'il vous plaît. Tout le monde se classe là pour admirer les performances de chaque personne. S'il vous plaît. Et s'il vous plaît, si quelqu'un veut quelque chose, si quelqu'un a une préoccupation, il vient simplement me dire à l'oreille.
If anybody has something to tell him, just walk to him and tell him it's whispering in his ear.
Fellow flatmates, good day all. I want to say that for maybe 2 days now, for 2 days now I've been worried about a few things. You know, when I first came here, my general intention of coming here was to expose myself to the world and to show the world that we need to build an inclusive society for all. And when I came here, be as a bee, you know, I met different behaviors, I met different kind of ways that people approach you, different kind of ways that people do things. And at some point, I can say I was dragged into some kind of attitude which I'm not very comfortable in continuing, like unnecessary arguments, unnecessary shoutings, unnecessary insults and all of that. I no longer enjoy it. So I want to plead on you all that whoever I have maybe offended, maybe knowingly or unknowingly, maybe in an argument or maybe in whatever, I just want to say that I'm sorry. I intend not to hurt anybody. I intend not to abuse anybody. I'm not kind of person I like to make jokes, but some of my jokes have really made some people to they take it very personal. They are really on it and it's very difficult. There are some people I talk to them when they don't want to talk and I don't enjoy it. I don't find it really like that's not my way. I'm an open-minded person. I like to communicate to people freely and I like to live with people freely. So I want to say that if I have done something to you which is still maybe making you to have a cold shoulder with me, I plead. I cannot live in an environment like this with people and we are unable to communicate. So I just want to say that I'm sorry. Find a place in your heart to forgive me. I'm not saying that we must talk, but I'm just saying that it is such a burden to carry me in your heart or for me to carry you in my heart. That that is not my purpose of being here. So I want to say that I'm sorry and I apologize to you for that. I want us to take this week as a week of connecting, as a week of sharing the content that we have, as a week that we can have such a peaceful and a calm environment to expose ourselves. I want us to take this week because we don't know who's going on Sunday. Maybe I might be going on Sunday or maybe I'll still be here. But I want us to really utilize this week, last week's. So, with that, I'll go straight to my opinion news.
Sir, can I suggest something to you? It's very good to approach those who think you have offended and apologize to them fast and not just send a general apology upstairs. Like, I don't think I have an issue with you, but you know those that you have issues with. Walk up to them and apologize, sir.
Yeah, I've tried to approach.
And now we have to do it again. Thank you. Pigeon news.
I've tried to, for example, I've been trying to approach her, she just doesn't want to. There are moments I've been there to her, even private, I want to talk, she's like, so I'm just throwing out to everybody, but I will still keep trying to make peace.
It's okay. What is your strength?
Left you.
No, I'm talking about who I've approached.
I think you should try and meet all the other people.
Maybe Cynthia. Even Cynthia. Too push Cynthia out. So, too low.
Even me.
No. Even you. Okay, that's how I was using because at the day end everybody will stand up. Okay, let's move on. I think
of course. That's a good step anyway. Start from somewhere.
Be as it be, it so say Mr. Top, they don't go up for colors. So today, I will take una small, I will work a small for quarter. I will take una, I show una that thing the way they don't take place for this country. Where your eye official because pa Mr. Top the eye, it dey for all side for this country. Thing where the eye see, the mouth go talk. Thing where the ear hear, the mouth go that's what talk. Yes. For this level where we dey, we will hear a big part talk, where it come up for outside. Big part talk, it come up for big man manager for yellow card company. Before big power can enter for this television for the top for una see the way it come today. Big power will tell una the secret way it come today like some big better man inside food. Yes. So it travel through Team Ray agency and today register the work and come today una today. Big part of today as yellow card is sent with big part of it talks everything. Now one cocoa is spoil and achieve. You know what the achieve be for man for commander. Achieve now that pot job where if Bamenda man he tell you say he achieve get problem, no say man for Bamenda he dey for big problem. So no joke, go put one cocoa where it will spoil the achieve. Toy for today, it start with waiting. It start with program for Bobe Adash, where it's done that so for chair for commandant Enyafo. So this week, whether people for this country they like them or they don't like them, Bobe Adash it will knock pot for una head, una more woke up for bed early, una more assemble for ground for line like a picking of a nursery school. Una go dance that so for according to music way it go the knock for this week. So all man for village, whether they be happy or they don't be happy, but as big power for village, if you put some game, say people and do it. Say they take that to small picking and the blow from nursery school, they call them bolo. When they blow, they push na cup with air when you come from that bolo. They walk, they drive that cup, the motor, they drive and make a motor, they go small. Place where you fall, you lost cup. You take another one, you start them again for 0. You take them small. So B as it be, Bobby Noni White, if you struggle, you do 1 cup, you go one bend corner, you miss the other cup, you want for a catch him, big man will come and say, you know, so for catch him, you vex 1 whole table for inside for again. We live in our last section, but B as it be, commandant for village. Now Bobby Adash. So for this television today, before I will continue, you will find saving part, it turn up small for inside studio. But when I look the way part of talk, it come today for studio. When I see for which country when I day, whether when I day for Betua, whether when I day for Yangende, whether when I day for Bargo, whether when I day for Maitu Nkwen, whether when I day now for my 7, whether when I day now for that so for Boya, whether when I day now for Bonabe, when I see as part of talk, it shine so for when I television, it shows say na easy nappy. Yes, now you don't fix part of talk so it shine like a moon for inside studio. So for take when I continue for Tori today, Mr. Doctor will take when I tell when I say it. It will take when I talk how a village on the work at this week. This week, as Bobby Adash, he take power, as he take stick for commander. He talks to me, oh man, turn for up. He talks some 2 things the way you don't like him for any village man for this side of the country. People then turn for up, they talk that so now only fan thing. So now so he commandant if he start, he won't be for sharp morning time. He come like a town crier with a pot and a spoon. With the knock and bump for all man in the air. Say you must wake up for them. All man will woke up like soldier. They assemble for assembly ground. We'll take when I enter for matter for love for village. B as B, it should say we get 2 love birds. If you call them for big grammar, say Romeo and Juliet. For people the way they watch that thing where they call on television, it should say Bobe Afa and Mami Nadine. They don't take this matter for different level, for different dimension. For inside which angle, not them. For inside kitchen, not them. For palo, not them. Inside where they make a physique, where they warm body, saving body they find, not them. All side not them. It means not 70. It means say any man where there for this village, for this country, where you get problem with your woman, you get a problem with your master, if you run for them, make them give you advice how the thing get for the goal. For take now go again for another program for today. Another topic today we will talk about nativity. We go for paragraph for bishop. As we be nativity, as we be say be left only small. For bishop for strong for chief or commandant. The first call bishop name. Commandant for village, power for village, big power, if you call bishop name. Bishop stand for up. If you work as small, if you make style. If you call your name, say your name na Bishop DBWX Traficanti. B as B, if you don't know for your heart, say na you go sit down for that shit. You turn for all for 2 minutes. Big bar, he call Bobby Adash. Bobby Adash, he come like second man. According to Bishop, according to with the year, according to Kokosa with the year for country, it shows everything. It so say bishop, if you know say as if you stand for all first, means say that you get for the first for sure. But high, you know, go the way it happened. There's some one man for this country will be glad that matter plenty. For them when I enter small for use for last week, when I know say we be get Bobby Clement, where we get the power for country, if they make all that village that they feel bad. They feel like they are not in the village. So if you be down for Bobby Bishop, for make a me Bobby Clement, me you know say The world is turning round as they talk about big grammar, but it won't happen. Ladies and gentlemen, be as it be, it shows everything. It shows a big part for compound. It will keep some exercise for all man for work. Say me they do it. Say me they draw like a picture. Thing way it will happen from them some years back. All man will do that work. We see say we get some one will be for compound. We if he draw you, draw people set for your face, come out the way it did. So the price will be turned up for that thing now how much? It will be turned up at 50,000. And will be way you win this prize. And will be in children before. Country people, now all that way big bar, I gather from now today, sesame music today, you know day. Sesame tea, coffee, you know day. So we pray say make tomorrow meet up all week. For back this talking stick, my name and my voice. My voice and my name.
Nice one.
Talking in the background.
Me, I'm not in that mood. Oh, I'm not in that mood to be seen. That's what I'm saying. Where as well me being seen, like breaking the control.
That's what I said yesterday. I don't just propose it to dinner, bro. Where? They're not saying we'll do something all of us there, bro.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about something different. Now you're talking about something different.
What are you saying?
I'm telling you that I don't want to be seen. In terms of the contract, was I was not going to be seen.
I didn't say that.
You want me to be
Today
seen?
that you brought that up. Because my intention was that we'll talk, we'll sit down, you come and talk. You leave, we continue. At the end, when you give your final words, you draw a script. I was showing you how you do your drawing and going on further.
I'm sorry, but I'm not even in the mood again.
It's okay. You won't be seen now, but you can talk from the background. Huh? You're not doing it at all? Wow. This is great. You organize something with someone and the person just leaves. Ah. Let's try another skill.
Bon, la performance des... spectacle tant attendu.
What if? What if? Babe, what if I just came back from my house, came back from work, came back from town? What if I just entered my house and you treated me like that man you've always loved? What if?
What if you came back to the house at the time you used to come back?
What if? What if? You could just kiss me the way we did? What if at any point in time we had an argument, I just grab your lips and you let me kiss you to calm down the argument?
What if you just gave a step close to me, grab my ass as you used to do, and let's do this?
Babe, what if I came back from work? Junior run into my chest. Brenda run into my back. And you, as the mom of the house, coming to grab your man and tell him, honey, welcome back. I missed you all day. I prepared your favorite. Babe, what if we could just go back to the old days when I was still wooing you, babe? What if we could just... What if?
What if you came back with the black plastic as you used to do? And what if you came back and did what you always do, rather than letting the kids know the monster you've grown into? What if?
What if you just stop calling me a monster? What if you just saw me as your man who loves you, who protects you, who'll be a monster against enemies? What if you could just see me to be that love of your life? What if?
The same man who used to tell me all secrets about him. The same man who allowed me to use his phone at every instance. Now, at any time the phone rings and I go close to it, he agitates. What if?
My angel, what if you just sit down and wait to hear from God? What if you assume God already spoke? and just stand. My phone, all the time. Your phone, you can't let me touch your phone. You can't. Babe, my angel, my love, my one and only, the woman of my dreams. What if we just forgot about my phone? What if we just stopped searching my phone? What if we lived in the lives, in the days of our parents, when they had no phones, when they had no drums to communicate, when they had no papers and pens? Babe, what if I just maintain my privacy? You just did yours, babe. What if?
What if you just did what you used to do by coming back home at early hours, making dinner for me and the family, get me to bed, and do the usual? What if?
I miss my woman. Is that too much to ask for? I love my woman. Is that too much to ask for?
And I miss my mom as well. But at times going the difficult and the hard way is the only thing one is left with.
What if each time we argue, you wouldn't just turn your back on me? What if each time you argue, you wouldn't just let me cry? What if you just understood the love was too much?
And what if you just got to me, look at me into my face and told me, make those vows you made to me once again at the altar?
Babe? What if we just sat down and wait to hear from God again? What if we assume again for the second time God spoke and just stand? While in my meditation, I realized God always doesn't speak when we want him to. In my meditation, I realized God speaks when we want him to. In my meditation, I realized I've just been confused. In my meditation, I realized, what if God is not who he is? Baby, in my meditation, I realized we keep complaining.
Now you've been doubting God. You go to bed without even thinking about talking to him. I just want you or advise you to hold your God tight. Even if not for the family, even if not for me, think about your life after earth.
Baby, it's always me, right? It's always me. Why did you stop listening to Patience? Why did you stop listening to Magdo? Why did you stop listening to Jodone? What if you just let our affairs be our affairs? What if you let the kids understand true love reigns in the family?
What if we just let the kids out of this and mend our ways, come back as a family, and leave?
Babe, my angel, my gold, you glitter. Babe, your glamour, the smell of your skin, the taste and the aroma from your pores each time you spray. Like the roses in the gardens of Babylon. Each time I get to think of that, all I perceive, all I smell, all I hear, all I feel is you. What if I just said, babe, I'm sorry? Can we get back to who we used to be?
Yes, my love. This is all I wanted you to do. To calm down your nerves. To calm down yourself. Come back to me. Come back to the family. And be the man you've always been.
Did I just hear her call me love? Babe? Why don't you just stand and look at you, man? The smile that nice, my soul. The shade that makes me glamour. The woman that makes me go crazy. The woman that elevates my spirit. And the woman that takes me to where I've never been.
pas les petites monnaies.
Alright.
J'ai les condiments, mais.
Thank you very much, flatmates, for watching today. I'm a performing artist. This is a performance which was based on bringing out those difficulties a lot of couples face out there. It always centers around communication to solve them. So we aren't perfect, but from our own perspective, we're trying to bring in something that could contribute, could serve as a lesson. We are glad you guys enjoyed it. We didn't really have a lot of time to prepare. And I'll confess, God was supposed to be here. But before this performance, God told us He doesn't want to do it again. So we had no choice. Yes.
Where is that?
There's somebody who wants to play the word of God. And right to this moment, the person just, we don't know whatever reasons. So we just really want to thank you guys. Because it's because of your concentration that we're able to fill that gap. You guys didn't understand we were supposed to be there, right? So it was just a little performance to keep the house entertained and please, say my business. First time to do the performance. Like, alright, please, you permit us to just run and change and join him.
Amazing. Just can take 30 minutes.
Some people that get more
what my father did many years
which is not
will happen here.
you can't threaten me. Instead of you come and beat me and beg me,
You don't know what my father did.
I will not give the back.
You are forgetting what happened in 1940.
I will not give it.
You will
Then
repay.
the dollar is not.
We have to repay.
I will not give the bag, Bishop.
Nah, if I told you, let me throw away my ego. I'll throw the
You
shit.
go tell me whether you think for come and take a thing. We
We
all know it's a joke. Please, they play for Bishop, I know, yeah, I go. Clement, I don't have your But you even notice the person. Silver hair ring. Silver hair ring. Bishop, all of you are two placed one dogs. The thing that we get, what the fuse that you don't do?
I didn't put it somebody put the hands in.
Okay, I don't put it.
Ok. On continue avec Liv Maman. Ça qui disait Liv Maman.
C'est pas moi. C'est Sweet Mother.
Sweet Mother. Ah.
Il vient appeler Sweet Mother.
Eh.
Sweet Mother.
Non, non, ça.
Ce matin, you communicate from the moment that's where is Sweet Mother.
Really correct.
They corrected.
That's sweet.
Introduce me now, sir. You want to see my
Ok.
cannibal?
Fais comme. Ladies and gentlemen. Allez, il y va. On aura une causerie éducative, sexuelle, une causerie éducative. Par la patience des patience. On espère qu'elle va nous apprendre beaucoup de choses et qu'elle va apprendre beaucoup de choses à beaucoup de personnes. Donc, ladies and gentlemen, men and women, boys and girls, Nga, on boy, go, ombudsman. Sous vos ovations, Péchan!
Nothing. It was nothing. Thank you so much. Okay, good afternoon to everybody. Last week I had a little like sex talk / other things, spoke about other things today. And I like the way it was received, so I thought we could do that again. Now today I want the conversation to be very interactive. It's like a discussion, it's not just me talking. We're all here to learn. I don't know everything. I barely know anything. So we're all here to learn. We'll ask questions. If I can't answer, other people can answer. So please be ready with your questions. Now today we'll be talking, last week we spoke about conversations that need to be normalized in the African household, in African homes. So today we'll be talking about one other conversation, one other topic that needs to be normalized in the African community. And then we're going to talk a bit about sex. Now, conversation that I would like, or the topic I would like to be normalized in the African community is mental health issues. Now, I know a lot of us, when we hear mental health issues, we first think about depression, but there are several other mental health issues, not just depression. Depression is the most common one or the most talked about, but it's not just the only one. Now, we live in a community where a lot of us are not encouraged to even say we are depressed. A lot of us are forced to bottle up our feelings or bottle up our emotions and hide them deep down inside, especially for men. African men are not encouraged a lot to talk about how they feel. No matter how traumatic an experience may be, we're not encouraged to really talk about it. Nobody gives the room for people to have that kind of conversations. So I'd like us to have, in our little communities, not just amongst our family, amongst our friends as well, amongst our kids, amongst our younger ones, we should be able to encourage those conversations. I was once watching a video on YouTube and a lady was talking about how she lost her son just because those early signs of depression was ignored. Because most times it's looked upon like maybe stubbornness or the child just being naughty. So she said how the child just came back from school one day and said he wasn't going to school anymore. Like, it started from there. He was constantly locking up himself in the room. He wasn't talking to anyone. No one paid attention. Everyone just thought like maybe it was a phase. It was him just being a teenager, or it was him just being a little boy. No one cared to talk to him or cared to find out what exactly the problem was. And he came home one day and he found that he hurt himself. And he later on asked questions from his friends and he later found out that he was going through something. So I feel like we should learn to express ourselves. We should learn to talk about how we feel. We should learn to talk about our emotions. We should learn to talk about our feelings generally. And also, I know we live in a community where getting help is not easy, especially getting professional help. Finding a therapist in this country is not the easiest thing because you need to be financially capable to be able to afford a therapist. So I think we should find other ways. Like, if your friend is going through something, not just, we have a weird way of, like, your friend can be going through something, just like man are waiting on, you said the man became. No, don't do that. Try to talk to the person, try to listen to. Some people literally just need a listening ear. Some people just need someone to talk to and they'll be fine about it. They'll not necessarily be fine, but they'll feel a lot better. They'll feel like a weight has been lifted off their shoulders. So I think we should encourage those conversations. We should encourage people to learn to express themselves. We should encourage people to learn to express their feelings and their emotions. Now, moving on to sex. I'm sorry, this will be really short. I'm not talking much. Moving on to sex. Now, today I want to talk about orgasms. Now, I'll talk from a female's perspective, maybe a female at all. A lot of women go through a lifetime without ever experiencing an orgasm. I believe all of us here know what an orgasm is. But all adults here, you don't know. You can ask my wife to tell you what an orgasm is.
Explain, please.
I didn't plan for that today. Let's just move on.
I don't know.
Okay, so who knows what an orgasm is? Nadine, please help them out.
Alright, Clement. Orgasm is attaining that exciting state during sexual intercourse. That's that position, that point in which you think that the word is coming to an end and at the same time the word is beginning. That is when you are actually experiencing orgasm. When you feel extra sweetness during sexual intercourse.
Yes. To spice it up is when it's what we call coming. The woman comes, you know. If you're having sex with a lady, she's like free, and the second moment you start feeling her grabbing you so hard. That's when the woman has attained orgasm.
Please, who else has another definition?
What is orgasm?
Yes.
It's what I said.
So who else can describe it in a way? Personally, an orgasm is most like a state of full enjoyment during sexual intercourse. For some we refer to it like an out of body experience. Just depends on how you feel it. Just depends on how you experience it. It's not the same for everybody. It's different. Now, like I was saying before, we try to define what an orgasm is. A lot of women go through an entire lifetime and never ever experience what an orgasm is for several reasons. Now, today I'll be talking about how their partners can help their women attain orgasm. Now, first I'll talk about communication. A lot of us don't really talk to our partners before, during, and after sex. You should learn to communicate. Be free. If a man has seen you naked or you've seen each other naked, I don't understand what's so difficult about talking, how you feel about sex. Tell them where you like it, how you like it, what you prefer, where you like to be touched, how you like to be touched. All of these conversations should be had. Like you talk about everything, sex should not be off the table. You should learn to. Every woman has every right to experience an orgasm. It's a beautiful feeling. So don't deprive yourself of it because you're shy to talk to your partner about what you like or what you don't like. Now your partner may be feeling like he's doing the most. Meanwhile, to you, he's literally not doing anything. So learn to communicate. Another thing a lot of us brush through is foreplay. I believe you all know what foreplay is. Hans, you don't know what foreplay is. Please, who here knows what foreplay is? Nazim, please help this brother out.
The small touching that you do before you came into sexual intercourse, especially penetration, because there are a lot of ways. There are different kinds of sex. She'll be able to talk about that, but we won't go deep. We can talk about oral sex. We cannot talk about foreplay a lot because it's still part of foreplay. But when penetration is concerned in sexual intercourse, foreplay now comes in when you do the touching. This one does this, this one does this. Doing the extra out of the page before you actually play it. Right?
Is who else has another definition?
No, it's not the position.
Okay. That's why I said they take equation. Please, Bishop, do you have another? Foreplay. Afabis, what's foreplay in French?
I don't know the word.
Yeah, just describe it.
Bon, on parle de foreplay, on parle de petit jeu de avant, oui, les préliminaires, ça le nom, avant de faire l'installation. On fait se toucher, ce genre.
Exactly. So basically foreplay is all those things you do before actual sexual intercourse, before actually engaging in penetration, like Nadine said. Okay. Now I was saying a lot of people brush through or rush through foreplay. No. We have to understand that the way the female body is made is not like the way the male body is made. Now, for the female body, the woman needs a lot more. The man is always ready for sex. No, the woman needs to be prepared mentally, not just physically, mentally. So the preparation should start. It should not just start for some men think the preparation for sex just starts before the actual sexual intercourse. Like, I'll just touch you here, kiss you here, and then she's ready to go. It's a mental thing. Like, start at the beginning of the day. I'm not saying it should be planned or anything, but like, prepare her mind. There's little things you do, maybe give her a gift, maybe prepare breakfast for her. Just ready her mind so that when you get to the actual act, she's ready to receive you. Okay. Now, it boils down to the fact that communication is very important. With foreplay, some men like to touch in a particular place. Some men prefer to be touched in a particular kind of way. So communicate with your partner. Tell them what you like, what you don't like, what you like to be touched. So it all boils down to
communication. And I need to stress, please don't rush over foreplay. I think a lot of women, I speak on behalf of so many women when I say we enjoy it very much. Don't be rushing over foreplay, take your time.
What was it prescribed?
There's no, I'm just taking question.
No, not a very hard question. Just a simple question I want to ask.
You just write it down so that you don't forget.
Very good. Are you talking only for the women or are you talking for us?
I said in the beginning, I said I'm going to talk from a woman's perspective. Being a woman and not a man. I can only talk for women. Yes, from my own personal experience as well. So now, there is no particular time, that's why I said communication. Talk to your partner. Some women will prefer it longer, some women will not prefer it as long as others. Just talk to your partner. Yeah, my friend. Now, another thing I want to talk about is for women to be attend orgasm. Now, if you've seen that you've tried communication, you've tried foreplay, it's not really working. Maybe she's not really attaining that the level of orgasm that she can. I think at this point maybe you seek help. There are several types of help. There is using, you can try using sex toys. Now I feel like there is a misconception about sex toys. Sex toys are upon like maybe bad or not good. No. Try using, don't just bash it, or don't just completely rule it out without actually trying. Try it. If it doesn't work for you and your partner, that's fine, but at least try sex toys. Some women orgasm just by the use of sex toys. Also women orgasm, yes, they help with sex toys. So try sex toys. There are a wide range of sex toys out there. There are so many. So try a few and see what works for you and your partner. Then for the guys, you'll be shocked that you might enjoy it. Because I'm sure most guys, I think a lot of guys don't want to get themselves involved in success because they feel like it's taking away their power. They feel like, they're not doing enough, so the sex toy is coming to replace them. No, a sex toy can never replace their partner in no way, shape or form. So don't ever feel that way. Remember, sex is not just about you, it's about you and your partner. So don't just think about yourself, think about your lady as well. Another form of help is seeking professional help. I know this in this side of the world, it's a big deal, but there are a lot of them now. Sex coaches. There are a few of them here and there. So yes, so try to find one. It may not be based. You may not be able to get to meet them physically, but with the way the world is now, with the help of internet, you can speak to them virtually. You book an appointment with your partner. Don't feel, and please, get her very comfortable because some women will feel like there's something wrong with them. Because they never experienced another, some women will feel like maybe there's something wrong with them. No, try to make them comfortable so that they don't feel ashamed. Some women as well lie. They will lie that they are orgasming when they are not orgasming. Please, every woman deserves to orgasm. Don't try to massage any man's ego and say no, you have come or you have not come. Don't try it. You are doing yourself nothing. So please talk to someone, get professional help. And then today I've done that one. One additional, just like a bonus, I want to talk about love languages. I know a lot of us don't understand or don't know a lot about love languages, but in a relationship is a very, very important thing. Just let me look at my notes. Now, love languages are generally the way your partner appreciates, understands love. There are 5, basically from research, there are 5 love languages. There is touch, there is words of affirmation, there is gifts, there is acts of service, and there is quality time. Now I'll explain a bit on each of them. So for touch, there are a lot of people who are very touchy, who like to cuddle, who like to hold, who just like to feel the presence of their partner, even if it's just a slight brush, just like it that way. That's how they understand, that's how they appreciate love. Now, okay, before I go further, why are we talking about love language? Because you might be in a relationship and you feel like you're doing the most for your partner, but what you're doing, the things you're doing, your partner doesn't appreciate it or receive it like love. Your partner doesn't understand it. So it's always good to try to understand what your partner's love language is. Because you might feel like you're doing the most, but literally you're not doing anything. Your partner doesn't understand it like love. Your partner doesn't appreciate it like love. So let's try to understand. Or try to talk to our partners as well. Some of our partners may know what their love language is, but have already understood what their love language is. So just by talking to them, they'll be able to open up about things like that. So words of affirmation are things like I I love you, you look beautiful today, you look nice. Just those small words of appreciation. You did well today, the food was good. Just those small things. It might look small to you, but to your partner, it's literally everything. Gifts. So gifts can be either receiving or giving gifts. Some people some people would appreciate a small gift to them will mean the world. You might be spending an entire day and you may give up everything to spend an entire day with them. It will not mean anything to them. Then maybe if you just buy them something small, it will mean the world to them. So some people appreciate love by receiving gifts or by giving gifts to their partners. And please, a lot of these gifts giving, some people look at it like the person being materialistic. No, you just have the person understands love. Acts of service. So acts of service is like maybe I know Magdo is having a rough day. She's very busy there. She has not had time to have lunch. She doesn't ask me, but I know she's hungry. I maybe send her lunch. Or maybe I know Magdo has to do lunch today. She's tired, but she has clothes to wash, and I help her to do the lunch. She doesn't ask me. I know she has to do that thing. I help her to do that act of service. Do you understand?
Yeah. Is it sex value?
So the last one is quality time. Quality time is literally when you make out time for your partner. Even if it's just spending a few minutes of your day, literally just being with your partner. Or maybe you don't necessarily have to be having any conversation, just being in each other's presence. People appreciate it a lot. A lot of these things, we look at them like small, we look at them like it doesn't mean much, but to some people it means the world to them. You may ask yourself, why will I give up even 5 minutes or 10 minutes to be my babe or my guy when I can buy her something expensive? She doesn't appreciate, or people don't appreciate that expensive gift. They will appreciate that small time you give up every other thing else just to be with them. So I think we should just talk about love languages today. So try to know your partner's love languages. Try also to get to know yourself, get to know your own love languages, how you appreciate love, how you understand love, how you receive love. It's going to help a lot in relationships. Now questions. I'll start on this end.
Okay. Patience, thanks for the wonderful presentation. It's actually part of my field. This is actually what my first question was, when it comes to love languages, is it a must or must the partner have just one love language or they can have several?
You can have several.
Okay. Then secondly, concerning this part of act of service, like the example you gave about Marco, having family, they decide to do my laundry. Some guys there, they think that them doing your laundry is bringing down their
Yes,
morale.
exactly.
Yeah. So me who appreciate the fact that if you do my laundry,
It
my
means the
love
world to
language,
you.
my love language, my own love language. Then to you it's like, no, I'm the man, you are the woman, I can only do your laundry when you're maybe sick or you fall into the kind of situation. How do you handle that one?
Okay, I completely understand your question. Now the first question, you cannot have just one love language. Some people have 2, 3, but they are all of different importance. Like for me, I can say or I would prefer or I would hold sense of touch more in a higher esteem than maybe quality time. So you can have 3, but they are not of the same importance. You get my point. Now back to your second question. Relationships are about, the first thing you need to understand, relationships are about compromise. In a relationship is about both of you. It's about you, the guy, and God, for those who are Christians. So it's not about what the world thinks, it's not about what people will say, it's not about any external factors. So it's about you and your partner. Now I don't understand why, if a relationship is about compromise, I don't understand why a man would think, or a woman, or someone would think, your partner would think them doing something for you is demeaning them, doing something for you is bringing down, is them reducing themselves to nothing. If you can think that when don't love that person, don't care about that person, why would you think like that? So anyone who cares about you, anyone who really deeply loves you, will do it for you without even thinking twice.
Then the second point is about the second thing you presented on. You mentioned something concerning a woman having an orgasm. It's not even a question, I want to ask you something. There is one thing from what I've experienced. When it comes to a woman's attend orgasm, the clitoris is one of the main parts in a woman that you can easily use or go to that is going to help at orgasm easily. What do I say so? When, like many women, it is said that the penis was meant for the vagina. They need to always work together.
if you as a man, you need to develop your tactics on how to use your penis on a woman's clitoris. Like when you're in this. Yes, no, it's something. It's very
Not a toy, right?
Okay, not it. It's not like you can use it, but she said in the case when you are sick for, like, you understand, I don't want to be still repeating her presentation, but if you can use your penis, I don't know why you hold your hand, or your hand if you have the energy, or your day, the clitoris as like it's touching the penis. It's a very easy way for someone to attempt to buy it.
Right.
Yeah. Then concerning your first topic, you spoke about seeking help when it comes to mental health. I've been in a state of depression for a very long time, patients, even before coming here. The very few persons I've discussed with, I'm sure you're even one of them, to understand what it is. But the very few friends I had to talk to them, that was early April. But like, on them are very long, before they now came to this scammers, taking more than that, increase everything. They actually betrayed me. They used my situation because I had to love myself in the room, which really was to me. I thought, not talking to anybody, I'm trying to solve the problem, I was going to help. But I almost killed myself, I almost committed murder. I went to several stores on different occasions. I don't know where they can buy gawain and other things. Trying to ask, if you want to buy gawain, what do we say so that the person can be convinced that? But people always just name me like this. So I said the only thing that I'm left is using that in myself. I love myself enough to do anything. So the very few person that would pick on my phone, I actually made a video call one of them. They actually betrayed me after that. So I don't know now, in this case when we said you need to always have somebody to talk to, then now when you talk to those persons, they actually use your situation maybe against you or they use it to play around with it. How do you do it?
Okay, first of all, I'll take it chronologically. Just to add to what she said, a lot of women know orgasm through penetration. So many women know orgasm through penetration. So what she said about the clitoris is very right. It boils down to the fact that we need to talk to our partners. Communicate. So tell your partner what you prefer, what you like, how you like it. Now to your next question, I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm sorry your low point has to be used against you, but it's just unfortunate. That's why we need to develop a strong support system, not necessarily friends, family. Some friends are like family. It's just unfortunate that you're able to control it in your friends and they use it against you. We can't know these things until we are actually in those situations. Yes. Now in that situation, I feel like just pick yourself up and try to move on. I'm sure not all of them used it against you. There was still one person that was supportive or that stood by you. But I'm happy that happened, so you're able to know, like, know your real friends from your fake friends. But it's just unfortunate that it happened. Yes, you do.
Yeah, I want to find out situation about maybe some ladies who shuts down or who gets satisfied before you are even starting. That is, there are some ladies, maybe you during sex, she is screaming unnecessarily in your ears, shouting, and disturbing, and before you know it, that shout has shut you down. Your penis has gone down completely because of this. She's critically shouting. So, and before you're even done, she's done. She's shouting and she's fine. She's always satisfied.
Okay.
Before you rise up again, she's always satisfied and she's like, no, I'm okay, I'm already fine. This and that. How can you communicate this? That you're shouting shuts me down. It destroys it and I'm not satisfied.
Okay.
What can you do?
Jeremy, again, communication. Talk to this woman. Tell her that this shouting, for her it may excite her the more, but for you it turns you off. So you guys should find a middle ground. Maybe she should shout for like 5 minutes or shout for 2 minutes.
Wow! Why?
Now you have to understand that. You have to understand that. Again, I cannot overemphasize the importance of communication. Maybe for her, she's doing men who adore that scream, and maybe you don't like it. So you guys should talk and find a middle ground. Maybe she shouldn't shout as loud as she usually does. Maybe you should reduce the shout. Maybe shout for like 1 minute and rest, and do that at intervals, just so it can work for you. Now, to the point of where she orgasms before you, I think again communication. Some men just exaggerate in bed. They just remain there for like 1 hour. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to make my point. When I say exaggerate, someone will actually hold themselves back from having an orgasm. You understand? From ejaculating, it makes no sense. Now, we have to understand that the vagina is a very sensitive organ. The more you are wasting time, the more it becomes sore, the more it gets dry. So, have mercy too on this woman. You understand? She's a human being as well. Again, it boils down to communication. Maybe you think by lasting longer, you're doing her good, but she's not enjoying it. You get my point? Have I answered your question?
Yeah, you said holding yourself and holding maybe the sperms from coming, or holding the organism from coming. When you are enjoying something and it's good, when you like to just finish it immediately.
But think of your partner as well. What about you?
For this one, there are some ladies that if you don't stay longer, you hear your name as a pigeon news to the quarter because they say the was coming and go.
Yeah.
Some men, okay, like what you said, if you want to know your partner, you know your partner. If your partner is that type, that one longer and hard hitting,
yes.
You can be holding yourself.
Exactly.
Because there are some ladies that just they touch, they are always going. So those who try to be like them, so that as they are born, you just finish it.
Exactly.
Okay, what I want to ask about is about women that do not come at all. But if at all a woman is not coming, then you have tried all methods, even the sector, try it was not good. Is it, according to your perspective, can it be an illness or can it be something that they can treat medically or what? Because I believe one lady has spoken to me that, that she's married for about 14 years. She came when she had her first intercourse with the woman. She came and then she felt herself to them. Ever since she got married, she has never felt that way. So I was like, don't ask me that would be ask. Don't make me go crazy. Don't tell her that I don't know what to tell her. So it was like, now she was asking me, because I knew the book, asking me, do I know where the guy is? I want to see that guy. Maybe it's the guy that can make her come to the hospital. It's never. Yeah, let her come. And then the one part of it is that she knows that she felt somehow some time ago, and then she never felt it. Is it that it's an illness or what is it?
Okay, now you say this one has children, right?
Yeah.
Now there's so many things that can influence that. Yesterday we were having a conversation with Julian. I said childbirth can does things to the female body that we can't even really comprehend. The way a woman's body changes before, during, and after childbirth is something we can't really talk about or understand. Now it could be because of childbirth. No. It could be because so she experienced it before having children.
She experienced it as she got married. Like she told me that she had just one intercourse with that guy, and she felt so good. So now that period, this man just became married.
And she got married. And since then she has not felt
those days they just come for your hand in marriage.
Now she should explain to her husband the exact same thing this man did. Again, communication. Let her tell her husband the thing that this man did for her to have that orgasm. Now, if that doesn't help, she and her husband can seek help like what they can try sex toys, they can try finding a sex coach. I know a couple of them on Instagram that are really good, that have proven results. So they can find a few of them. She must have an orgasm.
And then I want to ask about the man. What if a man is growing up and having this emotion for sex and fun, and then suddenly he does not have the feeling for sex? Like you can't see a woman and the things that you want to have a woman, but you can erect, right? And you can erect, you don't have the urge. If she doesn't insist on doing it, like don't smoke and stay back.
Do you like this woman? Are you attracted to this woman?
No, this is something someone tried to explain to me. Okay? And I was telling him, you understand? He said the urge for sex is not there.
Completely, he has lost the urge.
Therefore, you can see naked like that and feel nothing.
Okay, so
even if his peak erects, it's just erect. But that urge that comes out to play, like how you always have it on your body, trying to learn how to enter, it's not there. So he's not really having sex, enjoying the sex. He only enjoy the sex when he's an orgasm. That's when you feel like it was good. But at the initial, it's just like that forcing you to do.
Now, okay, I can't talk too much for this, but I'll just tell you from a little research I've done and from the little knowledge I have now. That can be influenced by so many things. There's so many factors that can be involved. What's his state of mind? Is his stress? What's his diet like? You'll be shocked how a man's diet affects his sexual life. You'll be amazed. When I talk about diet, does he smoke? What are his habits like? Does he drink a lot? Alcohol affects a man's sexual drive in ways you can understand. Cigarette, nicotine affects it as well. So let him backtrack a bit. At what point do you start feeling that way? Let him try to see what changed, what has changed. It could be something mental, it could be a medical issue. Let him talk to a doctor as well. Let him see a specialist. It could be so many things, but let him just try to try to seek medical help, then try to do the research. Let him backtrack a bit to where this problem started. What did his eating habits change? Did something happen? He may be going through something mentally he doesn't even know. It may just be subconscious. He may be stressed about something, and that's the way the stress is taking a toll on his body. So then he just try to ask himself some questions. If he doesn't find any answers, he can seek medical help. He will definitely find help.
And just to add to what person is saying, it's more of mental. Yeah, that desire to see it, I don't even integrate, I don't care. It's more of mental. I'm saying that's kind of experience it. I spent it for around 4 years. Yeah. One was because I had something I was working on that made so much to me and sense. No matter how I even get into it, even if I get to the orgasm, before and after I feel disappointed that I even did that. It was more of a mental.
Not necessarily. I know of a man who has had this problem because of drinking and smoking. The minute he stopped drinking and smoking, his sex drive went back up. So let's not focus too much on the mental.
I'm just saying
it could be mental, same as it could be just his habits, his lifestyle. But we have a question.
We've been talking about orgasm and really referring to how to be referred to a man's own or is it all orgasm?
Yes, orgasm is both for man and woman. Then I'll check this one.
Let's have one. Je vois, tu sais qu'il y a des hommes, il y a des femmes. Il y a des femmes en fait qui n'atteignent pas leur orgasme. C'est pas toutes les femmes qui atteignent l'orgasme. Je voulais savoir à quoi aurais-tu ce fait ça. Je sais pas, ça a une explication. Je sais pas trop.
Okay, Afa, please you help me because if I also explain different, I get confused.
Toutes les femmes ont les participants. Je sais, je vois. Ce n'est pas un problème de ne pas faire l'orgasme, c'est parce qu'elles ne savent pas comment y arriver à terme. Tu comprends? Et elles ne sont pas explicites. Elles-mêmes, d'abord, elles ne connaissent pas le corps. Parce que même d'abord, pour atteindre l'orgasme chez la femme, il faut d'abord que toi-même tu connaisses ton propre corps avant d'expliquer à une autre personne que s'il te plaît, fais comme ça, comme ça, comme ça. Certaines femmes ont honte. Tu vas voir d'autres femmes, elles vont dire que bon. Elles vont peut-être entendre les commentaires. Le gars de ma copine touche peut-être son clitoris comme ça, met le doigt, machin truc, elle joue en même temps. Moi aussi, je veux faire pareil. Mais pourtant, elle n'est pas clitoridienne, elle est plutôt vaginale. Tu comprends un peu, non? Parce qu'il y a une différence. Tu connais la différence? Voilà, il n'y a pas de problème. Toutes les femmes atteignent le orgasme. C'est vraiment que tu ne connais pas. Il y a certaines qui ne connaissent pas comment fonctionne le corps. Et comme elles ne connaissent pas comment fonctionne le corps, elles ne peuvent pas expliquer aux partenaires que faire comme ça, comme ça, comme ça. C'est juste parce qu'elles ne sont pas éduquées à ce sujet.
Okay. So what Bena asked is that why do some women not attain orgasm? Is it a medical problem? Is it something wrong with their bodies? And since I was explaining that every woman is supposed to experience orgasm, it's just some women who understand their bodies, so they cannot really communicate to their partners what works for them. Now to throw what I almost Cynthia said, I forgot to mention it when I was talking. We should learn to know our bodies, we should learn to explore our bodies. I know it's not encouraged, this part of the world is not encouraged a lot. I think maybe that's why I forgot to mention it. Because you cannot explain to your partner what you don't know. Learn to explore your body. Take out the time, whatever works for you. Try it. Toys that works for you, no problem. Try it out. Because you cannot help your partner if you don't know what works for you. I know a lot of women who orgasm through nipple stimulation. They don't orgasm through vaginal penetration. They don't orgasm through clitoral stimulation. They orgasm through nipple penetration. So know your body. Know what works for you. You'll be amazed. Know what works for you. Clement, you have any question?
I'm just happy that if orgasm is the point of total excitement, what is squirting?
Same thing.
So squirting and orgasm is same thing.
Yes, it's just another way of expressing your orgasm, another way of feeling that excitement.
Not really the same thing when somebody can obtain orgasm without obtaining squirt.
Of course,
right?
not all women squirt. It's not an obligation, not all women squirt.
But all women.
But they obtain orgasm, yes.
All women
they
need
don't
to
squirt.
obtain orgasm,
Of
but not all
course.
women squirt.
Yes. Did I have a question?
Je vais juste compléter un peu ce que tu as dit. Bon, maintenant, il y a une autre partie, la partie de l'expression de la femme. Il y a des femmes qui ont honte de parler sexe, il y a des femmes qui ont honte d'explorer certaines parties du sexe, tu vois. Parce que tu peux être dans la voiture avec ton gars te dit, et la retourne mission en fait. Toi, tu vas avoir honte en disant que non, il te prend pour une pute. Alors que la femme, pour lui, c'est une pute. On le sait. La femme est trois choses. La femme, c'est une femme de ménage et une mère de famille. Donc, il ne faut pas avoir honte de faire des choses qui te font penser que tu es une pute, alors que tu es une pute. Ça, c'est même pas que sur le lit, c'est comme ça avec la femme. Maintenant, à propos des mots, il y a tu as parlé du langage sexuel. Tu as parlé du langage sexuel, juste quand tu t'as dit, on apprécie, tu utilises le langage sexuel sur le lit. Quand tu es avec le monde, il y a des hommes qui font l'amour avec les femmes, ils sont amis. Ils ne te valent pas, laisse-moi là comme ça. Non. Alors qu'il y a des paroles qui excitent plus, il y a des paroles qui envoient les masses, il y a des paroles qui te font là, mon frère, tu vois un peu non. Et ce ne sont pas des paroles saintes. Ce ne sont pas des paroles saintes, ce sont des paroles cochonnes. Parce qu'on peut pas exprimer ces paroles, ce sont des paroles vraiment cochonnes qui d'autres vont avoir peur de le faire, mais ça n'a pas de sens. Parce que si quelqu'un va dire ta vérité, je ne vois pas pourquoi tu as honte de cette personne-là. Voilà. Maintenant, il a parlé de on appelle ça comment? La femme fontaine.
Yes.
Il y a des femmes qui ont peur que quand elles font la elles ont peur. Quand elles ressentent que le liquide là ensemble, elles ont peur, elles pensent qu'elles le pisser, elles arrêtent. Elles disent, je vais passer pisser, elles vont pisser. Pourtant, c'est une sensation terrible à un niveau. Et certaines femmes ont passé à comprendre qu'elles ont pissé. Certaines femmes aussi. Parce qu'on va dire qu'elles ont pissé, elles ont sali les draps, machin, tout. Pourtant, je suis sûre que tous ces hommes qui sont ici, et les femmes pareilles, tous ces hommes qui sont ici, et les femmes pareilles, la plupart des hommes aiment les femmes fontaines. Même si la femme n'est pas ton style de femme, tu vois. Et comme se marie, cette fille est fontaine, le gars veut se marier là-bas, moi, tu vois un peu du genre, c'est quelque chose.
Voir que ça sentit aussi fort.
I'm sorry I'm not really able to translate the English because it was a bit long. But we do understand.
Was it a question or?
No, she wasn't a question. She was just throwing more light on it.
But she tried to talk about what I asked,
Yeah.
so maybe you explain me that part.
I was thinking.
Yeah,
Nancy, you have a question? Okay,
Bon, je t'ai tombé également sur un dossier qui était un peu particulier. Bon, c'est déjà le dossier que tu as parlé du langage corporel, il faut se toucher, cacher. Plutôt mur. Tu fais tout. Le serpent, tu tapes, ça ne pleure pas, ça ne crie pas. Tu mets le pied à gauche, tu mets le pied à droite, tu écartes comme ça, tu mets comme ça, n'importe comment. Ça ne pleure pas. Tu appuies. Ça ne fait rien. Comment se comporter face à ce genre de situation?
Okay, what I'm actually saying is that he came across a case where he did everything, touched everywhere. What? It's a case. Touched everywhere, kissed everywhere, caressed everywhere.
Shut everywhere.
No reaction whatsoever. So he's asking that in this case, what can he do? Now, as that was communication. Again, I cannot overemphasize the importance of communication. Maybe you think you were doing everything on surface end, but you were literally not doing anything. You were supposed to ask this case, this document, what they prefer, what they like. You'll be amazed. Some thing is, we live in a community where we're not encouraged to say a lot of things. Some women prefer certain. So we all know there's like Nadine said, there are different types. There's oral sex, there's anal sex, there's vaginal penetration. Some women prefer strange and weird things. So you should have spoken to her. Maybe you were doing all those things, the normal things. She enjoy. But maybe she likes it weird. She likes it in a different kind of way. So you should talk to that kind of person.
Moi, je suis la personne qui parle. Je suis la personne qui parle beaucoup même. J'aime pas.
Maybe she didn't like you.
J'aime pas jouer ça. Parce que non, moi j'ai eu à gérer les dossiers que je n'aimais pas, qu'il ne m'aimait pas. On a eu à faire les French, les sexe French. Pas besoin d'amour pour. C'est comme Afad a dit ici dernièrement. Le mime, pas besoin de parler pour comprendre. Actuellement, si je ne parle pas, par exemple, vietnamien ou je ne parle pas chinois, mais tu me donnes les chinois ici, sexuellement parlant, on va parler. Tu vois, pas besoin de langue, pas besoin de parler.
Okay, why I didn't talk about it.
J'avais parlé avec cette
I said one, she may not like you. Maybe she didn't like you. I not talk about love. Love is fun. Maybe she didn't like you. Maybe she was not attracted to you. Yes. Maybe she was just doing it because there are women who give sex or who have sex with them out of pity, not because they like anger. Out of anger. He's not understand. He's explaining to him.
Bon, Adage.
Non, j'ai jamais.
Quand elle parle de communication, elle ne dit pas.
Tous les hommes, il y a fait le sexe.
Non, Adage, tu vois, elle parle de la communication en tant qu'adolescent, n'est-ce pas? Tu causes avec le dossier, tu lui poses les questions. Pourquoi tu réagis comme ça? Qu'est-ce que tu aimerais que je fasse prochainement quand on a un rapport? C'est ce genre de communication qu'elle est en train de parler. Donc, hors du lit, tu vois, ces communications, parce que parfois, elle ne connaît pas aussi ce qu'elle veut. Mais pendant ces communications, elle peut apprendre quelque chose, bien elle peut dire qu'il y a un truc que j'aime souvent, on fait. Tu vois un peu, c'est ces communications-là qu'elle a fait parler. Pas pendant.
Mais je sais, moi j'ai eu à traiter ce dossier 3 fois. La troisième fois, je me suis découragé. Parce que, en fait, la personne m'a dit en fait que c'est comme ça qu'elle est depuis qu'elle a commencé ça. Tu vois, que c'est comme ça qu'elle est depuis qu'elle a commencé ça.
Bon, it could be. No, see, it could be that if you dig deep, she may have an issue with sexual assault. She may have been scarred at some point in her life, so she doesn't get any pleasure from sex anymore. If you dig deep, if you try to really talk to her, she may be a story behind it.
Ok, le dernier point c'est, tu as parlé de sex story, non?
Sex story.
Bon, si par exemple tu tombes sur un homme qui ne te satisfait pas sexuellement, que même si vous discutez, vous dialoguez avant, après, ça ne marche pas toujours. Le gars a toujours un problème au niveau de ta satisfaction. Tu vas partir, tu vas rester.
Cherche un autre.
Sorry. Pose la question.
Si tu tombes sur un gars, dans ma question, c'est une question, mais ça a deux temps. Si tu tombes sur, si tu as avec un homme, par exemple, tu as avec, par exemple, Noliwai, vous parlez, vous connaissez depuis, vous parlez, vous faites tout. Maintenant, vous tombez maintenant au niveau de l'acte sexuel. Oui, il fait tout ce qu'il peut, mais il n'arrive pas à te donner ce que ta quantité, tu vois là. Il fait son effort, il se bagarre même, mais il te donne toujours un peu. Est-ce que tu vois, bon, il ne te satisfait pas en fait. Il n'arrive pas à te satisfaire. Pourtant, tu n'es même pas quelqu'un qui a trop faim. Est-ce que tu vas partir?
Okay. Now, you have the last resort should be seeking help. If he has tried everything on his end, if the guy has tried everything on his end, you should seek external help. Talk to someone, talk to a professional. Before you don't just completely rule out the guy, try to talk to someone. It may be you, it may be him, or it may be both of you. You understand? It may be something for it may be you may have a medical issue, you may have a problem, it could be anybody. So try seeking external help. Try talking to a professional before you completely rule out the relationship.
Non, attends, tu vas rester à forcer. J'ai pas compris bien la personne.
Elle dit que non, si tu ne réussis pas à lui faire comprendre, c'est que. Et si elle ne réussit pas à t'expliquer aussi, vous deux, vous pouvez aller voir
un médecin.
Un expert, c'est qu'elle a le
ça ne marche pas toujours.
Non, quand tu vois un médecin, n'est-ce pas, ou bien un professionnel, ce qu'il va vous faire, c'est qu'il y aura les étapes. Il va vous donner des choses à faire. Après ça, vous allez revenir chez lui. Si ça ne marche pas, on continue. Donc on vous surveille. Tu vois un peu.
So if all of that does, if everything, even seeking professional help, that doesn't work, now you go through, have a talk. It's not working for me, it's not working for you. You can both pack your ways. Because sex, as we can minimize it all we want, but sex is a very important factor in the relationship between a man and a woman. One thing will happen, if you guys try to force it, one thing will happen, one person will cheat. You understand? Because I can't keep starving myself because I'm trying to please you. Or because I'm trying to make you happy. I can't do that kind of sacrifice for you.
Donc tu vas partir, n'est-ce pas?
It's not where I'm not talking about me. Moi je sais.
Oui, elle va partir.
Justement, je sais. Maintenant, je voulais
Another thing I left out. Another thing I left out. If you are both Christians, please pray about it. There's nothing God cannot do.
Okay.
I'm serious. There is nothing God cannot do. So pray about it. If you both are praying couple, if you have tried everything on surface end, seek God's help.
Et à la fin, est-ce que si ta relation, si peut-être le roi ne te satisfait pas sexuellement parlant, est-ce que tu vas utiliser un sex toy pour pouvoir
I already said here, one of the ways you can seek help is to try sex toys. Of course, why are we looking on sex toys as a bad thing? Please, by all means, try them.
Regardez, le sexe toy dans le but de devenir après accro, parce qu'elle ne va même plus être possible.
C'est ça le problème.
C'est ça le problème. Moi, il le pense.
Parce qu'à force, tu vas avoir le plus gros.
It's a sex toy that never replace the feeling of a man. Ever.
Ça ne peut pas, mais certaines personnes très bien.
Tu veux ce qui est plus long, ce qui est plus gros. Après, non.
I think no. What I'm saying is there are different types of sex toys, not just the traditional one we know, which is a dildo. You are amazed at the range of sex toys that are out there. And sex toys, they are not just sex toys for women, they are sex toys for guys as well. You understand? I'm saying introduce sex toys that will please both of you. It's not obligatoire. If it doesn't work for you and your partner, don't try it. Don't try to bring in something that is going to create a breach in your relationship. Yes.
Since we need communication, we let the lady communicate. How does it look like if the lady tells you that the only way for her to call is to eat the pussy or
then you eat it. Yeah. I don't understand. Why is that even a question? You eat it.
All the time.
Yes.
Of
course.
Like now,
does she not spread her legs wide every time you want to ejaculate?
Does she not entering what is supposed to enter.
Exactly. And Bishop, this is what no, Bishop, this is what we should not encourage. What do you mean by supposed to?
There is something that's supposed to go somewhere.
Exactly.
Listen, this
And
man is used to talk, right? And he's used to talk.
And eat.
The man was just supposed to
Now,
and cook it.
The man that you prophesy.
The vagina, right, was created for his uses. And the only thing that can go inside the vagina was the penis.
Bible's definition. Bible's definition. That can only go inside the vagina, right?
Yeah.
We're not talking about going inside the vagina with
No.
We're talking about the clitoris which is on the outside of the vagina. If the only way, Bishop, in the course of my talk, I said, don't be self-centered during sex. Sex is not about, it's not just about you, it's about your partner as well. If you realize, if you notice your partner can only orgasm through oral sex, which is by you eating her pussy or by you licking her pussy, you do it.
Yes.
Now, I listened to one woman of God preach, right? She preached and told us in the preaching, it was a tape, so I was listening. She was preaching about the urge for sex for young men and women. He says sex is for procreation, and sex now has become an enjoyable thing for everyone. Now, it's like I'm entertaining right now. And we need to know that by entertaining ourselves, demons are there. They are happy for what we are doing. But God knows that the only time that if you want humans to communicate like that is when they want to procreate. Now, he said that some men are experiencing bankruptcy, or money cannot stay in their hand because they have taken their mouth as a sex instrument for ladies.
Okay.
The more you suck a lady's vagina, money will scare away from you. So I was like, I was like asking her that why if you have this message, right? What if you have this message and you believe in the message because maybe you have been doing that and you are experiencing empty hand, money is coming and just going by anyhow. And then the only thing your lady wants to tell you that the only way she can come is like you eating the pussy.
Okay.
What will you do?
Now, Bishop, you have now delved into religion. I am a Christian, so I think I should have mentioned at the beginning of this talk that my Bible tells me that God created everything good, including sex. Now, I should have said at the beginning of the talk that sex is, this sex I'm talking about is just when, because that's what my Bible says, when for people who are married, you understand? I'm not here trying to promote premarital sex. I'm not here trying to promote everything. Please do this with your husband and your wife. Now back to what you were saying. You just come and giving me what a woman of God said. You didn't give me any spiritual backing. You didn't give me any Bible passages. Why would the Bible says he who finds a wife finds a good thing? Why would now God create something as beautiful as sex, and then when you engage in it, money runs away from you because you use your mouth to please your wife. That same mouth you use it to suck her nipple. That same mouth you use it to lick her entire body. Why is that when it comes? The thing is, we look at sex like a dirty thing, which we should not. Sex is a beautiful thing. Why would we look at a vagina like a dirty thing?
Okay.
No,
Bishop, the difference is with your wife now is different, but with a woman out of your marital home, right? That's where what you were saying.
I was the one answering your question. First of all, personally, I consider sex a very spiritual thing. Personally, I consider you guys are not just exchanging bodily fluids, you guys are exchanging energies.
Yes.
You understand? So personally, I don't know about every other person, but I consider sex a very spiritual thing. Now, this woman that was talking to you, I don't know, maybe you have forgotten the biblical backing that she gave, or she didn't give any word.
No,
I've heard a couple of men of God and women of God say that you cannot be that self-centered. If you love your wife, if you care about her, you put medically, scientifically, biologically, research has shown that not all women can orgasm through vaginal penetration. So why would you start a woman you care about so much, a woman you claim to love so much, of that feeling of of total and complete enjoyment because a woman of God said something that.
Why did you say your man?
No. Please, I'm not lying. Please, I'm not lying. In the beginning, when I was, I think I didn't ask the question and I answered that a relationship between man, woman, and for those who are Christians, God. Forget about any external interest. Yes, that may be your pastor, or that may be your pastor's wife. It boils down to you, your wife, and God.
Okay. Bon, I will just say.
Tu
veux compléter?
Non, attends, il parle.
C'est moi qui
Tu vas
parle.
poser ta question.
Ouais.
Attends, fini d'abord.
Bon, it's not that I am refusing the fact. You just want to compare your own notion with that lady's notion. Okay? Because I believe I'm also a fan of the chop. You know, I like chop and use to move. So I wanted to know if at all you also see it as long as a woman is seeing it, or you also believe that that one can be something that we can practice if at all that is the only thing that can make
If it gives me enjoyment, why not?
Okay.
And we also have to know that some churches have their doctrines and practices. That's all of them. I'll come to just write it down.
Je veux juste reprendre pas moi la question.
On peut pas long.
Bishop, quand tu dis que tu ne peux pas donner la satisfaction à ta femme, moi je pense que tu es égoïste. Et tu es égoïste. Il a dit quoi? Il a parlé d'utiliser sa bouche pour faire non. Voilà. Maintenant, ils sont en train de dire que si c'est qui n'arrive pas à le faire, c'est qu'il est égoïste. Et c'est comme ça que la plupart des hommes sont. Parce qu'ils sont égoïstes. Tu comprends que quand il voit une femme, il veut juste pénétrer, se satisfaire lui et oublier la satisfaction de la femme. Ce n'est pas comme ça. Elle doit enjoy. Moi, je dois enjoy. C'est comme ça.
Il a suivi.
Il a suivi.
Let's move on.
Enjoy! Now, you know we are sex. Women enjoy sex more. And women love sex more than men. Many people say that, I don't want to say scientifically or anyway, but many people say that women love sex more than men. Now, it's okay, I understand that men have taken it to be, they have kind of practiced it in a way that they look selfish, to think that it's a right to have sex. And now, women have also been educated to feel that a man must satisfy you. For a woman to insist that a man must eat her pussy all the time, I feel like you're starving that man.
Okay.
I don't see why you keep on. Look now, I encourage that you please your wife in whatever way you want. You understand? So women, like you said, know your body and communicate to your man. Exactly. Now when you communicate to your man, you just lie down there and expect as if you told him already that you like your pussy being ate, or you like your nipple being pushed like this, you just lay down and expect that he does everything. Women have completely become so selfish. You don't insist that, except that you really want it, you understand? Let's not only allow it on the part of the man, except that you really want it. A woman should not insist that her pussy should be sucked every time. A man enjoys it because I want to believe that a man enjoys it because he makes me happy, not that he's really enjoys it from the beginning. If penetration will also make you, at least let them communicate. I know of a girl that if you don't suck her pussy, they are not going anywhere. It's selfish.
Okay, Magdo, just to I'll take you one step further. Now, I'm not encouraging any man or woman to self-centered.
Yeah, self-centered.
Now, I will say, I understand. Yes. Let me just answer your question. Now, again, what does communication? Relationships about compromise. Everywhere in the bedroom, it's about compromise. Let's meet your partner house. Now, I understand that some women might think that's right. Of course, you're right. Your partner has to.
And you too.
I was coming there. Both of you have to. You understand? You cannot engage in it if you're not going to enjoy it. It makes no sense. So both of you need to put in the effort to both enjoy it. Man like woman. You understand? Now, moving on, you said there is a girl who you have a girl who doesn't, if the guy doesn't eat. I'll tell you, what I did experience is I know of guys who can say like 30 hours. They will tell you point blank that they won't go down anymore because they think it's dirty. Why would I can, maybe it's been her experience, so she has resorted to insisting that men must eat her or men must suck her before you can actually get into penetration. You cannot be, maybe try talking to her or try educating her, mom, there are other ways around this. Not just by this. You don't know what her experience. Okay, so
Yeah, I just want to say that a lot of diseases out there. I want to remind us that you were talking about and a woman married.
Yes.
So that you don't go and take your own tongue and lick gonorrhea, lick staphylococcus.
Of course.
And all that. And just to tell my fellow men that the man that eats and lick the plate is the one that's eating a lot of. So I don't know who's eating from the plate with you and then you go and lick it.
Okay, I forgot to
you might leak some things that you don't know. So how to better leak this dirty thing that we have to clean? How can you go about it?
No, there's nothing better about the vagina.
I'm not talking about the vagina itself.
What are you talking about?
To clean every part of the body is not the same.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
The vagina itself. The vagina itself. The one thing you can testify is that the way you take care of it is not the same way you take care of your hand or your leg.
Okay.
Yeah. So how can they take care of that vagina?
Now, what I forgot to share is that I stress on the fact that I'm talking about sex between man, married, husband and wife. Again, I cannot overemphasize the importance of safe sex. So you should always try to make sure you know the medical situation or the condition of your partner if you are indulging in any sexual activity, even kissing. Now we have diseases and infections that spread just by kissing. So make sure you know you and your partner know what your health conditions are, what your health issues is. Thank you very much. I think that's all. It's me personally and I'm answering. Thank you.
Something that you mentioned. I'm sorry, 30 seconds. He asked a question concerning the difference between and orgasm. I just want to point the fact that there are two different things.
Thank you, bro.
How do you distinguish them? Squirting most of the time comes at the very beginning of penetration. It's like that first excitement. That's when the squirting comes, and it mostly comes as urine, even though it's not urine. But orgasm is always a discharge. That's the first difference that I make between the two of them. Now, every woman does not have squirting at the same time. It depends on the 10 seconds already. Anyway, we're not just, I was just giving him.
Personally, I was taking it from the angle of the feeling. It's the same, it's both enjoyment, it's both full excitement.
Yeah, but they're not the same thing. Because they are not the same thing.
Thank you all so much.
They have a apprentissage de vagin et de pénétration. Merci beaucoup. On va reprendre les activités après qui se prépare.
Je laisse.
How's all the time, please? Pastor.
I'm back here at Chicken because I'm seeing that you're not going.
Please, don't just try me or the box.
Apa? How about you at Chicken?
Yes.
The saliva is the control nobody sees. Because when the saliva is going,
No, yeah, maybe I rise the kitchen there. Yeah, let's rise on the stuff.
yeah.
Right?
President.
Let's record now, sweat. What do you want to eat, right? I'll eat spaghetti. There won't be a chicken. Just give me fish. Take out the chicken.
It should be 3 now.
No, everyone is.
Okay.
When I rise, I put on the slab like I used to go into it.
Oh, please get out of here.
Thou shalt not touch any food that does not depend on you.
I'm highly connected. I have 4 pounds of 4 healthy pieces of meal. I'm a minister
Yes. Who's on my egg day? She's where?
It's on that slab.
Okay. I beg, you have to be begging me. You are not more my lady, man.
It's another one. Yes, we will dance outside today. Oh God, thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Allow us to dance our lives out.
Away. I'm sorry, police. Huh?
Yes, please.
What do you bless you? Bless you again. Again and again. Again and again and again. All you need is not a husband. All you need is Jesus. You can buy husband for money. Your wisdom can buy them. So I pray another man that will come and tell you this is how you walk. That's how you do it in man. The gods have spoken.
Fever one is shaking you. Yeah, the fever is too small. I should only line the black place to microwave now.
Oh, je suis fini, oh. Chops. Where my queen mother is sick.
Sweet mother.
Yeah, sweet mother. Biggy say sweet boy, sweet mother, queen mother. I tell you anything comes to you, start calling her sweet mother.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Like what? I said, you see what? That pink that we did man, you take, very effective.
I told you I said they high. That's how I say that the long will be very long time.
Always,
This is a glass of water. Let me put ice. You told her there was no ice, but this ice.
Just put water. There was no put. I don't just put water.
But this one is very hot.
No, I'm saying I don't just put water. That moment now. You just put water in this stuff.
my sister, and so we see am oh,
Listen, you have to
like
get gas and water.
not balance. Let me see, people not go get job today. One people they lost my do I.
Is it time to wait?
Ask for sister.
No, where you keep?
No, she never get one.
Papa.
You are washing
Biggy has been saying.
Then Biggy to say
No, you not say home still more.
Some.
If I did not have Biggy shall take color, I was rolling to take white. Thank you.
Your presentation was
Thank you.
Michelle Obama guy.
Oh my god.
Right?
These are the kind of compliments I love to give. Thank you.
I hope you meant them.
No,
You are not just whining.
You know me now.
Hello,
You don't fix your words.
I love you.
He wonders, so sorry, come on, now. Love the boss in our brain. Queen mother, I love you. Huh?
Yes,
I
Fish.
love you.
I love you too, Fish.
Besides, you don't love.
Agabe love.
You have to go and change your trouser first. Really? Fish, you're assaulting me public. I just say you have to go and change it. I do not say I'm insulting you. I just say nobody even invited you in the conversation. Papa, I love you.
I love you too, bro.
No, they are just
Nice.
The roll-ups.
the rule of yes.
Higher summer.
So people will I beg you,
Flies in my body. Who is seeing a boat of flies?
I said, you mentioned
I also on strong sheet.
Apart, I don't know whether you're always thinking in the north, east, west coast. I don't know, but please be thinking in the present. Thank you.
My excrement is very hard, and my anus has been experiencing.
Please, I'm listening.
Kids, I'm very sorry.
My fashion statement today was inspired by a pineapple.
I say, I really want to cook. I don't understand. I want to hear you. I don't just like a tea. I supposed to go on the master bed.
Is it the one with
Let's
WFP?
go broke.
Is it the one with WFP?
Like, is it the whole? Please tell me the same thing.
I don't know connection.
You are eating left, right, and then another is empty food. Fish.
Chicken. I ate 2 pieces of chicken today. Egg chili. I don't eat that. Egg. My mother ate spaghetti rice.
Are we all living in the same house or?
I understand.
Ask her to when you are in here for one job, why you won't be here?
No, you don't know. No, how you talk? Why?
Come on. Jai boy. I chat on Josh. I'll tell you what time to wine in this house. Be like that.
Biggy.
Happy man. What else you got? Don't let things make you happy, right? That's the highest power you can possess on planet Earth. The man needs, not wants.
I will shock all of them.
You don't understand me. The
God,
man needs
please
and
shock
not
them
wants.
for me.
Do you know what? It's from 1 in secondary school. Needs unlimited. Wants are unlimited. Simple economics.
scale of preference, right? That's why we need a scale of preference.
I even borrowed extra for my family and I give it.
And you win.
What's all this? Listen, I want to go and give session. I can tell you I'm not going to really like it. They don't have to get bread on that. People still get bread. They'll be there, I'll come and make breakfast or egg and bread.
That means this. We're on intention, we're not working with them.
Yeah, of course, seeing that the food
It used to be rough.
the food, all the food left, all that participant.
Now, wow.
Yes.
Ah, on fait les bread.
Ça se multiplie. Que laisse les choses, ça se multiplie.
Ouais,
See, lying for one that thing. So, I wait like some 10 more minutes. I will take it. Huh?
1 week. Can't stop for 1 week.
See?
Or the person not once.
Yes. This is this. Now who think cream more than rice? Me and still us. I should cut for example to them and give you them.
Fireflies in my belly.
Why?
Cost more now. Cost more.
Fuck away. Let you back on my kunkara. Mo fuck away. Let you back on my kunkara. Yo, Adasho.
Flatmates. That's Biggy. I don't know. It's really.
Biggy, I beg, I beg.
Biggy over here, I'm listening.
That is stop. I'm ready. Stretch me.
Nigga, I'm ready for you.
Challenge me.
Give me a task. Jumping, skipping,
Biggy, please, let's just.
somersaulting.
Biggy, please, let's just. I don't know. On my feet. Leave my chest. What is in the kitchen marking time?
Worry not so.
Flatmates. You have 5 minutes to prepare for yellow card. You have 5 minutes to prepare for yellow card.
We cannot fight for this. People are shouting.
5 minutes.
I swear. I'm not sure.
White.
Stop eating.
White. White.
Very fast, my very fast.
If he carries the weight of the world upon his shoulders.
Exercise here. Apollo. Apollo dress smart.
Non, c'est moi, regarde. Là, ici. Je suis là.
Donnez-la des
Non, ouais, tu l'as.
Je suis là, regarde.
Juste que le président va venir pour écrire la machine.
Dans la fenêtre, la noire.
La bonne de douche.
Quand tu es de faire, tu l'avais venu quoi?
Alors,
Il y a des trucs à la pas le t-shirt, pareil.
Don't need your own thing. That's next for you.
When you finish this, you video so
Si je mange avec le souci, franchement, je peux pleurer.
C'est toi l'enfant bouilli au poulet, c'est.
Que j'ai
Toi l'enfant bouilli ça.
Oui.
Les enfants sont. On parle. On parle.
Mais je suis là,
Les t-shirts, on descend mon t-shirt.
on parle avec un t-shirt.
Oui, ça va.
Oui, j'ai.
C'est une bonne question. Ouais.
Maintenant,
Ça va, non? Tu vas
On a fait descendre mon t-shirt, pas comme ça. Il dit que c'est moi de monter le t-shirt. Hein? Je suis dépassée. On vient mon t-shirt. I'm just wearing on top of this. Yellow.
Never wear shirt. Here you.
Be sexy, be like. Be sexy, be like. Oh Lord. Be
that person waiting up on my door? Who be that person waiting up on my door?
The best t-shirt you could take in this house is black. When you take white, my brother, you suffer. Because the white, in the first place, not white. And as time goes on, their color is dying. Very bitter experience. It's a bitter experience. I tell you. When they came with t-shirts, one of those was fight. Give me white, give me white, give me white. Give me the white today. I thought that was my way. You have time to take care of it. You want to even wash it, you don't have Omo. You're supposed to use the painful experience. Today is real.
Right and patience leave the kitchen.
Yellow. Everything about me, yellow. What I like or not is yellow. Tread everything in yellow card. I make my life in yellow card. I walk on the streets, yellow card.
Flat play. Immediately after yellow card, make sure to dress in a sport-like manner for your next game.
this everybody?
They're coming. Some are left, some left, some left.
Oh.
These things don't complain.
Okay. Today, unfortunately, we don't have much time. So yeah, how long will it take for the others to come?
Just so you let's continue this. You are all. Everybody's here.
Okay. Good day, guys. I think I don't need to present myself because you know me already. So today we'll be talking about a very interesting topic, non-fungible tokens. Anyone heard about it before? Nice. So yes, just to get you guys on speed, I want just to ask questions from my last presentation here. Can you tell me the difference between a coin and a token? Who can remember? Come on, guys. Yep.
A coin is organized.
Louder, louder, louder. I can hear you.
A coin is an organized system in a Bitcoin chain, a blockchain, while a token.
Anybody else? Okay, a coin, just to you to get it, a coin is basically a blockchain, has its own blockchain, and a token, it's an app, a decentralized application within a certain blockchain that's using a token. Okay. So for example, Uniswap, which is a decentralized exchange, token is Uni. It is within the Ethereum network. But Ethereum is a coin, Uni is a token. Okay. So yes, we'll be talking about non-fungible tokens. What are non-fungible tokens? Let the name not frighten you. A lot of people are confused about it. But yes, there have been a great hype for non-fungible tokens since May of last year. A non-fungible token is a unique digital asset which has a unique code and data for its identification on the blockchain. So yes, it's a little more, it's very similar to cryptocurrencies, but they are not cryptocurrencies, and we'll get to understand it here. Okay, they are digital tokens, just like the more popular cryptocurrencies. So get the point, they are not coins, they are tokens, because they exist within a specific blockchain. However, non-fungible tokens are not identical like cryptocurrencies, which can be used during transactions or for payment. You cannot use them for transaction. Okay, they are unique digital collectibles secured by the blockchain. That's another definition for the non-fungible tokens. And these are examples of NFTs. This is why I posted them. These are NFTs, and you will understand more as we go down the drain. But none of them are less than $10,000 for information. Okay, so to understand, you get the point what a token is. Now, understand what fungible is when they say something is non-fungible. Fungible means that you can trade an asset A for asset B. For example, Bitcoin is fungible because you can exchange a particular amount of Bitcoin for a certain amount of Bitcoin. So if I send you one Bitcoin, you receive one Bitcoin. We all know what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is Bitcoin. It's just like safer is safer. If I have 10,000 and I send you 1,000, you will get 1,000. That's fungible, and that's true for fiat or cryptocurrencies. But when it comes to NFTs, they are non-fungible tokens. For example, one fungible token is not, you cannot trade it for another fungible token because they do not have the same value. They cannot have the same value because each fungible token is unique in its own way. So yes, a non-fungible token has no existing equivalence. It can only be a non-fungible token A of non-fungible token B. I know it's a little bit confusing, but we'll get clearer down the road. But it's just for you to understand that they are not interchangeable. Okay. It is impossible to have two units of non-fungible tokens A because every non-fungible token is unique. The word unique used in the definition of non-fungible tokens above indicate that a non-fungible token is a unit of digital asset which cannot be reproduced. So you need to understand, once they are unique, they are tokens, they cannot be reproduced, they are non-fungible. You cannot trade them for another NFT. Okay. So yes. So basically, non-fungible tokens, these are different definitions, and I will expect you to give me examples based on this definition. So please pay attention, because this will be kind of an interactive lesson. Non-fungible tokens are simply the digital version or equivalent of an asset that exists in the real world. For example, we have the great artist Fish here. He makes nice music. Fish can have one of his songs on the blockchain like an NFT. If I own that NFT, I own the music. That's an example. It can also be like a piece of art. It can also be like a picture of you or anybody else. That can be used like an NFT. So what an NFT provides authenticity of origin. So if I own a certain digital asset which exists in the real world, for example, the picture behind you, if, for example, it's a value, let's say it's a valuable picture, and I own it. If I own the digital version of it, even though it exists in the real world, I have ownership of it. Okay. So can you give me an example of a non-fungible item based on the previous definition? Unique, rare, cannot be traded with one another. Think about it. Anyone? Give it a try.
Monument.
A monument? Yeah, but what type of monument? You're not precise. Yeah.
MTN logo.
MTN logo. Nah, MTN logo is somehow, yes. Yes, but no, because the value is no. But yeah. It can be like an NFT, but no. Yeah. Someone don't know the. Okay, let's go to the chase. I would say diamonds. Diamonds are non-fungible. Why? Each diamond is unique in size, color, clarity, and cut. If you bought a particular diamond, it will not be easily interchangeable with another diamond. Does that make any sense?
Yes.
So you understand what a non-fungible item is? Any other example? Yep.
Piece of gold.
Piece of gold. Nice. Any other one? Yes?
Piece of ivory.
Piece of what?
Ivory.
Ivory. Okay, yes.
Piece of land.
Piece of land. Perfect.
Black stones.
Yeah. They can be used like non-fungible tokens. Yeah.
Cowries.
Yes. What are NFTs used for? Artists can directly sell their work as an NFT to a consumer and make profit. This has been one of the biggest use cases and the biggest breakthrough of the use case of NFTs, giving power to the artists. And we'll get to that along the lesson. Royalties can be included via a smart contract. What are really royalties? It's what the sale that happened on the secondary market. For example, I have a piece of art. I'm an artist. I make a beautiful piece of art. I sell it one time to a collector. After that collector can sell that same piece of art, I have no royalties. I gain nothing. But the beautiful thing with the blockchain technology and NFT is that even if I don't know what he does, I don't need to be present with him, but the moment I sell it to him and I say that my royalties are 10% or 5% for every sale on this piece of art. So if I sell it 10,000 today and 10 years after he sell it for 5 million, I have 10% of that 5 million automatically. If 30 years after he sells it for 100 million, I have 5% of that 100 million automatically. If even after 100 years he sells for 1 billion, I have 5% of that 1 billion, even if I'm alive or dead. That's the beautiful thing about NFTs. And that's why the people have embraced this technology, because it cut off the intermediary of maybe the collectors of music production house, because artists now, creators have power. Basically, everyone that can create, no matter what you do, whatever your creative art is, you have power over your art. Yes, less reliance on traditional art and galleries. NFT maintain ownership through the blockchain. Means you can know whoever has ever owned this piece of art, because you can clearly see through the blockchain. We'll get to that. Okay. Use case example, I would say, I have an expensive painting which I title Art of Work of the Century. A non-fungible token can be designed for the artwork of the century token. I think I already gave an example for that, so you get an idea. It can also be done in terms of physical properties. We'll get to that. It can also be done in terms of patent and copyright. You can have that as an NFT. What makes each NFT unique? Any idea what makes each NFT unique?
You stated that each has its size, its special features.
Yeah, I was specific to diamond, yes, but each are unique. But what makes them unique in terms of NFTs on the blockchain? What makes them unique?
Value.
Not only value. Okay, let's say we talk about Bitcoin. The maximum supply of Bitcoin is 21 million. The current circulation supply of Bitcoin is perhaps, I think, it's 18 million Bitcoins currently in circulation. Okay, so what makes NFTs so unique and rare? NFT normally they launch in forms of collectible, or they may launch just one NFT or a couple. The highest number of NFTs that are launched are like 10,000 generated NFT of the same category. Maybe it doesn't make sense what I'm saying, but you will understand. Now I want you to think about something. If, for example, currency, fiat currency, for example, the SEFA, the bank can print in as much as they want whenever they want. There is unlimited supply of SEFA. Whenever they want to print it, they print it. And if, depending on if the demand stays the same, if they print more of the SEFAs, the current value of the SEFAs we have will go down. Simple economics. The beauty with NFTs is that you cannot print more of it. And instead of maximum of 21 million NFTs, like Bitcoin, NFT, the maximum is 1. That can be that can ever occur. Why am I saying 1? Because each NFT is unique. Even if they are collectibles, the maximum is 1. So whether they come from the same group, let's say housemate NFTs, and I make an NFT of all of you guys' pictures, and it's on the open market, each NFT is unique. Though you guys are from, let's say, the same place, the same box, which is Big Brother Cameroon house, but each NFT, each picture of you guys is unique. And that's it about NFT. They can only be a maximum of 1. That's what makes NFT unique. Keep that in mind. Yes, so what gives an NFT its value? Number 1 is uniqueness. Each NFT is unique. It's only one of its kind. You cannot make another NFT that is the same token number or on the same contract. It's impossible. Each is unique. Copyright. You can have your NFT and have copyright over your NFT, depending on where you mint it. And what I mean by mint is when you create your NFT, because when you want to create even a crypto, you mint it. That's what minting means. Rare. Since they are unique and cannot be copied, they are rare. Think about it. If nobody can copy you, you are unique. You are rare. Collectibles. They can be collectibles. You can hold on to them and their value will only go up, since there are little ways to dilute collection. So imagine that you are unique. There is no way there will be any other thing like this that's occurring right now, or this NFT right now. And as time goes up, or time goes on, just like the example of the piece of art I was talking about, the value can only go up. Okay, downloadable. You can actually even encase, whether like I was talking about Fish Music, which is audios, you can have like a document within an NFT, and maybe perhaps it's only when someone maybe have that picture, let's say a picture of Patience, and with Patience's picture you can have access to her diary on the blockchain. That's an example. You see, without her NFT, ownership of that NFT, which can be a picture of her, you cannot have access to her diary, which is like a document. Okay. Immutable. What I mean by immutable is that no one can change the metadata on the token. No one can remove your image or the name of the token. So this means that it will never change. It will never be removed. It cannot be taken down off the blockchain. This is what gives it so much value and collectibility, because it is forever. Once it's created, it's done, it's forever. Think about it. If it's forever, the value of diamond might be nothing today, but in 10 years it can be more. So each of your pictures may be worth nothing today, but imagine on your first day in the Big Brother house, each of you, your picture was taken and made like an NFT. Imagine that you win the Big Brother house competition, how much valuable that picture will be on the first, the picture of your first day on the Big Brother show. It will be worth a lot to some fan. It might be worth a lot to you. Think about it, and imagine you go on years after accomplishing great things, but it started off from the Big Brother house. The picture you took here has value. That's NFT. That's art. Resellable. You can always resell your NFT. Of course, you should resell. We are in this to make the money. You should always resell your NFTs. This is like an introduction, but we will not get too practical. But yeah. This is an NFT. So any questions before we continue? Yeah.
What makes an NFT so valuable?
We just talk about it. Uniqueness. It's rare.
Okay, you talk about the fact that with an NFT, somebody you can actually, if you maybe on a contract, you have 5% of your art.
Yes.
And then in the long run, maybe in 10 years, how then would you know the total amount that the person you're signing the contract with is making? You said on the blockchain.
I will get to that after the creative dilemma, because just like an artist, you're not the only artist that have ever had that issue. We'll get to that in the section where I'll talk about the creative dilemma. Any other question? Okay. You know what an NFT is at this time? Yeah. Okay. So why do people collect NFTs? Think about it. Any ideas why do people collect NFTs? Why? Why? Why do people collect, for example, Birkin bags or limited edition cars, limited edition designers? Why? Exactly. Their uniqueness can never be found anywhere else. That's why, and what makes them so unique? Limited supply. For example, Birkin bags, that girl loves so much. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it the right way, but they are very rare. There's a limited supply of it. That's what makes it so valuable. Limited edition cars, there are maybe 10 or 3 of them in the world. That's what makes it so rare. That's what makes it so valuable. Limited edition of designers, of shoes or t-shirts. That's what makes it so rare. That's what makes it so unique. So yes, from stamps to Civil War weapons to sneakers, people collect many different objects in various formats. So it should come as no surprise that there is a market for collectibles in a digital form. Conceptually, it's very confusing. But on sheer basis of wanting to own a unique item that others do not have, digital collectibles vary from their physical counterparts. They vary very little from their physical counterparts. Very. Okay, so like I was talking an example of the Birkin bags. So what do they have all in common? This example. They're rare. What else? Their uniqueness.
Expensive.
Good. So different types of NFTs. So like I said, there are multi-token NFTs. You can just mint 3 or 4, but it depends on you. But we'll get to that in more details in the practical version of it. Digital art and collectibles. So as anybody get an idea what a collectible is and what digital art is? Okay. So yes, this is OpenSea, the market of where you can trade NFTs and buy NFTs, where artists go and project their NFTs. So yes, these are collections of it. This is an example. Drapper dinos, Fuji penguins. So yes, I will show you guys the website in a few. So yes, this is an NFT. You know, see how much the guy is selling it. Can you imagine? They are using the price in dollars. It's more than $1 trillion. So I was very perplexed when I saw this. So let's get to the web and actually see what this guy actually did, because you can actually see what he did. So yes, so this NFT was bought at an initial price of $5,800. You can actually see who first of all bought it. Okay, you are seeing it here. Okay, no, forgive me. You are seeing it here. When it was minted, when it was created 3 months ago. So you understand that it was transferred from this user to that user 3 months ago. This user bought it for 0.054 from this user. This user bought it from this user. And then this user sold it more expensive, 0.03 Ethereum. We're talking of thousands of dollars here. If I go on CoinGecko and I type, actually type here 0.03, you see it's $125. Okay? So you see. So yes, then it was transferred to another user. So you are seeing a clear pattern. Whoever owns this thing, you see it. Then 2 months ago, it was bought for 2.5 by this guy that they call Coolest Kitten. I don't know who he is. But then the guy just decided to put the price at this. So I think that the fact that he put this price at this price is because he do not want to sell it. It's the only reason. Because if he would have put it cheaper, someone could have bid. But the fact that he's putting it, who will come and buy this thing for this price? I mean, we can be insane, but not to this level. Okay. Now I will take you another example of one of the popular, very popular cryptos that became very popular last May and was adopted by a lot of artists and influencers. And I think you can go to Twitter on Jay-Z. His profile picture is an NFT. This NFT is worth over $300,000. So we should, and Twitter decided to incorporate this in their platform in the sense that since these are so popular and anyone can just download this picture and put it as a profile picture, Twitter wants to be able to authenticate the process. You know, like buying an iPhone and showing off. People are buying NFTs and showing off. It's like having an expensive car. And Twitter wants to be able to authenticate this, meaning that if you put this like a profile picture, it means that you really bought it. You didn't just download a picture and put it there. And that has given rise to a term that they say the Twitterverse, because now NFT are part of the culture. People now can use NFT to flex, which is a change of paradigm in the type of way people used to flex before. So now, instead of buying a car or an expensive watch, you buy a CryptoPunk and everyone knows that you have it. You are heavy, So to give an example of CryptoPunk, of this CryptoPunk, 8 months ago, it was bought for 9.5 Ethereum. So imagine living from 9.5, this guy that bought it sold it for 15.7. So maybe you don't get the kind of money we're talking about here, but let me just give a practical example. 9.5 Ethereum is like $39,685. And let's say he sells it for 15 Ethereum. So he has, from 39,000, he sold it for 62,000. Think about the profit he's making. And we're just talking about a picture, At the end of the day, just a picture. But you need to understand that it is unique. It is rare. There are no two such NFTs. And if you don't understand what a non-fungible token is, it will be a crazy idea for you to understand why someone will spend so much money to buy this digital asset. After the body is sold for 35.65 Ether, then for 44.49. So the last price was sold for 42. So this guy even sold it at a loss. But the other guy is keeping it because the value will only go up because these things are unique. They are rare. And if you understand that someone like Jay-Z is using it and other mega stars and influencers, it is only here to stay. It is only here to grow.
Is it like Bitmoji on Snapchat?
Bitmoji, I would say like that, but yeah, but it's more unique, Bitmoji, somebody can replicate your Bitmoji. It's not unique. I mean, yes, maybe in looks, but someone else can look like it. But this NFT is unique. There is no two in the whole entire world, in the whole entire blockchain. It's unique. And if you own, and there are like 10,000 CryptoPunks in the world available. So if when it came out, you bought this at $50, you would have probably made a handsome profit out of it. But yes, you need to understand, because you do not trade non-fungible assets like cryptos. You need to have the eye of an artist. You need to see value. You need to have a look at the future. Okay, let's get back to our lesson. Yes. Yes.
Is that a question?
Yes.
So this is only available in digital form?
Yes, but that's the thing. It's available in digital form. Digital form proves ownership. But you can actually take the picture. Some guys that bought it and they want to flex, they actually took the pictures, framed it, and actually put it in their offices or in their houses or in their bedrooms, and they show it all over Twitter that this is my CryptoPunk. But you see the physical object, but you don't own it. He can give it to you, but you don't own it. To prove that you own it, you must have the digital form of it.
Another question.
Yes.
Now, those who print it and frame it, when they sell it to the next person, do they still have the rights to have
They don't. They don't. It actually, it will be fake. On these platforms, if there is a reputation rank, for example, this CryptoPunk project is over 8 months old. Sure, someone can still download the picture and go and claim that, no, this is a new CryptoPunk project, but You, like the buyer, you will be told that this project is just new and there is a similar project. The system will inform you that this is likely fake, this is likely a fraud. You understand? So yeah, the system will tell you. But like a piece of art, or people that love art, or people that are into art, connoisseur connaît, you know, someone who's really into it will never be fooled by these copycats. Okay, so you are early. That's what I want to say. You are early into non-fungible tokens. If you feel like you missed out on Bitcoin, you feel like you missed out on Ethereum, you are early on NFTs. NFTs started just last year and they are just taking off. They have not even reached the moon, as we will say. So you are early. Because there were only about 130,000 active users on OpenSea, the largest marketplace of NFTs. Imagine over 4 billion active internet users, but only 130 people are on the platform, the biggest NFT trading platform. So you have to know that you are early, because if only 130,000 active users on the biggest NFT platform, you have a shot, you have a chance. So that's why I say that even with a little investment in crypto, your life can literally change. And that is the aim of Yellow Card. Yellow Card is here to inspire young Cameroonians to have the necessary knowledge to get into the crypto space and attain a financial freedom for themselves. To know that there is another way. We were taught that we needed to go to school or hope for a government job or a position, or after a degree settle for a company that will give us a shitty amount of money. Today it has changed. You must not settle for less. You can hope for more, you can work for more, and you can have more. This is the message of Yellow Card.
Bros, I don't know, what's the platform for NFTs?
We are getting to it. Yes. So yes, the creator dilemma. Yes, after this you can ask. I'm getting to your question, Fish. The creator dilemma. Every creator always seeks a middleman to gain value from their art. Take an example of music artists, concert promoters, painters. They seek for art gallery.
Yellow Card.
Yep.
You have 10 more minutes.
Okay, guys, 10 more minutes. Okay. So yes, basically, an example, a basic example is, we'll continue this next week, Tuesday, but after this I'll answer your question. Taylor Swift has spoken about the unfair contract she signed as a teenager and how her music was sold multiple times without her knowledge or consent. Musicians like Prince and Michael Jackson were known for feeding with their record labels too. Why? Because they depended on those record labels to sell their music or their art to their fans. Now it's no more the case. That's why NFTs are so valuable. Platforms like Spotify have tried to bridge the gap, but then it's still not enough. Artists want the power, just like the blockchain technology is here to give the power to the people. It is also here in the form of NFTs to give power to the artist. That you, like a creative person, no matter what your art is, you can innovate and actually sell your art to those who value it without the need to pass through an intermediary. Yes, Fish, I'm listening to your question.
I just want to know about the platform where NFTs operate.
There are multiple platforms. There is the biggest, like I was saying, is OpenSea. OpenSea.io is where you can, like an artist, mint your NFT and sell in the form of pictures, in the form of digital art, in the form of music. It's your choice. And then your fans can then take care of it. Yep.
Can I also say my picture? Can I also design it?
Yes. Yes. But
because for me,
I want you to look at the art in the thing. Picture Nelson Mandela the day he came out of prison and they took a picture of him. You understand? That is valuable NFT. If it would have happened and someone put it, or the Nelson Mandela Foundation put that like an NFT right now, do you know how much that piece can be worth? It was taken years ago, right? But how much is it worth? What makes it so much worth? Because of who the man he became after that, of what he accomplished and what he went through. It's like the legacy of his life. And also it's like a snapshot in history. You know, that's the art, that's the value that you have to see. Like if you own that, you own a piece of him, you own a piece of his life, of history, And that's what makes NFTs valuable. So, for example, now, you might take a picture of yourself, you put like an NFT, and nobody wants to buy it. Why? What's the story?
You're nobody.
You're nobody. What's the value out of it? What proves that this thing of this your picture will be valuable 10 years from now? But take an example, like you take a picture of each and every one of you and put it on the blockchain, like an NFT. One of you guys will be the most valuable asset. Why? You might win this competition. You get the point? And they will have captured you a moment in time where you did not even know that it was possible for you to win. Yeah. That's art. Will have had a part of history. That can make it valuable. Now I can gamble, and if they put you guys like an NFTs on the platform, people will just start buying. All of you guys are crazy. Why? You guys are rare. You guys are limited, and every week somebody must go out. So you see, and one of you guys will be the most valuable. So if they put you guys like NFTs on the blockchain, and I decide to buy each and every one of you, I'm gambling, but I know that my gamble will win, because out of each and every one of you, one will become the best, one will become the most expensive, one will become art, one will become the most valuable asset.
Bro, is that where these white men used to carry all these artwork from villages that have stories behind it? Is that where they always come and sell it?
Think about it. Why would a piece of wood have so much value? Think about it. It's the history behind it. It is the value that people have given it with time. People sometimes died for those pieces of art. People sometimes sacrificed for those pieces of art. Sometimes those pieces of art were like a source of power because people gave it that value. And you taking it with all that history, it's different from another same piece of art and that don't have that history. It's not valuable.
So you said this started last year, yeah?
Yes. So actually, NFTs kind of started in another form a couple of years back, but they really integrated into a more mature form May 2020, and they are still going, because artists like you don't know about NFTs, others know, and they're taking advantage of it. Because if I'm a dear fan of you and I love you being on Big Brother Africa, and I want to own a part of you, a piece of you, you sitting here with this in this house is valuable. It's an asset, that can triple in the years to come, because you might be a record-selling artist. Imagine Burna Boy starting off, a picture of him maybe in the studio with his first hit song. Imagine how valuable that can be as an NFT for a collector. Yes.
Last two questions.
Yes.
First question is, you said NFTs when you buy them, you can download it. For example, you can download it.
Yes.
And maybe use like the way Jay-Z used to.
Yes. Yes.
Now, so my question is, when you sell them, do you lose that download?
No, you don't. The thing is that you lose ownership. The truth is that you have the picture. I can have your picture, yeah. But do I own the picture? No.
I don't have the rights to use it.
No, you have if you want, he has put the picture. If I want to use it, I just download it and put like my Twitter profile picture now. But it doesn't mean that I own it. I know that I don't own it, because to verify ownership is on OpenSea. It's on that platform. Yep.
My next question is it guaranteed that NFTs, when you buy them, the value only goes up?
It is not guaranteed, because just like I was talking about 2 pieces of wood or those kind of artifacts that all African governments used to have, or traditional rulers, there must be a story behind. What's the history of it? What's the power? What's the impact? Okay, if I buy a picture of Patience or like an NFT, how do I think that it will be valuable in the future? Maybe if you win, it will be very valuable. But if you don't, maybe it will not. Maybe if you go and accomplish great things, and it's like buying low. It's like seeing you at your lowest. Not that you are low, but lowest before you accomplish great things out in the world. That's why I believe that each and every one of you in this house have a potential to have a massive impact as an NFT. Yes. Next question.
Bros, can you open that open sea? Let's see.
The question I want to ask
this is just an introduction. You guys are going to have a practical introduction next week. So yes.
You made mention of value in terms of photographs of people starting from zero and making it great,
yes.
And of course becomes an NFT.
Yes.
An example of an NFT.
Yes.
Can a person disclaim, if you take a picture of me now,
yes.
And tomorrow I want to be president of Africa,
yes.
Can I disclaim you using my picture for an NFT?
Yes, you can. You have the right to disclaim. Yes.
And also, if Jay-Z goes broke today and I buy it as NFT, it's kind of like I'm on top of my
Yes, and it even makes it again that particular piece that he bought more valuable because Jay-Z bought it. The superstar bought it. So if you like a normal person, after you want to come and buy it, you have that additional added value on it. So these values are intangible. You don't see them, you don't touch them.
But that picture actually looks like Jay-Z.
Yes, exactly. Actually looks like him because it was designed by the artist who initially launched the project to entice. Maybe there was like a marketing stunt to entice people like him to come and buy. And as people like him bought, it only gave more credibility and more value to the blockchain. I think I have 1 minute or less than 1 minute left. Are you interested about? Okay. Yes, can be a valuable NFT. You're right. Smart move. Yeah. Any other questions? Any other question? I would have loved to continue the lesson today, but we don't have additional time. We will continue this next week. Thank you for your time. I hope you have learned more, and I hope to see you next week more engaged. Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Man. That's some deep shit.
That's all. It.
See that football? Okay.
Huh? Yes. My boy.
What do you mean not allowed?
Be sharp.
Everybody outside.
Everybody outside.
Outside.
Oh, I want to sleep. Oh my God, I want to sleep.
Everybody outside now. Yes, sir.
Everybody's go outside.
Ninja, I don't know. Wait, I can't.
Yeah, you don't talk about
You said everybody outside. Outside. How do you go? Like everybody outside.
That's what you say.
Maybe he was acting us out of the kitchen.
See, how many minutes you prepare and then we go, I don't know how you know. The guy will come out. You see, prepare.
Clement, how is it going now?
No, this is one. See, everybody have 5 minutes to prepare and then go.
Where is all through Monday? What are you
Sometimes
doing?
it's
Yes, we have how many minutes?
This time we're going to see everybody outside.
Maybe.
Now, I don't know whether someone say out of the kitchen or out of the
So everybody outside.
Everybody go outside.
This the second time.
Not yet, okay.
Who's my phone? Mas eu vou pedir a fonte. A fonte chegou.
Yo, come here, $300,000. Come back.
Flatmates. Flatmates. Some of you are not ready. All of you should assemble on the field. Flatmates. Tonight we have a game called Script Game. Now we have 3 stages. Stage 1 is called green light, red light. This stage will depend or rely on the sound that you all will hear or listen to. And the next step is when you hear Biggy says, green light, you move. Red light, you stop. If you move or shake, the ninja will hit you with the ball. If you are hit with the ball, means you are dead. You remain on the floor. Your starting point is behind you, the umbrella. Flatmates, can you all hear me well? Have you understood? Patience. Go ahead. You can't dodge. Go ahead. Again, repeat yourself.
Are we allowed to only walk or can we run when we get green light?
You can run when you hear me say green light means you can move. Red light means you can stop. Claimant. Move forward to ask your question. Claimant. You can't be missed. Listen carefully. You must stay at the same position when we hear stop. Flatmates, listen to the rules. Very simple. There is a song. You all listen from it. Before the song, I will say green light, and during the time you will hear the song playing, and I will will say red light, the sun will stop. And I will say green light, you move, red light, you stop. Do you now understand? And when you shake after red light, you will be hit by the ball.
Out of that. You also like to call your ancestors. What time is it? So we need like that. One thing like
Flatmates, let's get ready. What? Adage.
Le parcours, c'est lequel? C'est quoi le parcours? On est censé faire quoi? On est censé aller pour réussir le jeu.
Regarde la direction du ninja. À partir du parapluie, vers la direction du ninja. Il y a deux poteaux. Vous allez traverser ces deux poteaux. Est-ce que c'est compris? Adage, Verna, Cynthiane, est-ce que c'est compris? Quand vous attendez Green Light avec les chansons, c'est-à-dire marcher, courir. Red Light veut dire arrêter. Si vous bougez le ninja, vous touchez avec le ballon, ça veut dire que vous êtes mort. Et vous allez rester au sol jusqu'à ce que le jeu finisse. Est-ce que c'est compris? It's time for us to start. We're about to start in 1, 2, 3. Green light. Red light. light. Green light. Red 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 light. Flatmates. Get up, all of you. Now we should start all over and we will have our winners. Major, hit harder on them. this time, we are going to do this in 1 minute. You will cross the line in 1 minute. Do you understand? Let's find our champion in the first stage of the Squid Game. We start in 1, 2, 3. Green light. Red light. Stay put. Do not move on the ground. Danger, if anyone moves on the ground, hit the person again. Green light. Red light. Red light. Green light. Red light. Red light. Green light. Red light. Jubilee, you lose. Get up. All flatmates should stand up. Flatmates, second stage of the game. You will all be folded with the blinds. Ninja, place the balls on different spots. Flatmates, take note of the balls. Jubilee, move towards Saint-Tien and ask your question. Ask again.
You called because of time, but I did not see.
All other person passed the line. Someone killed and you was late. We are moving into the next stage. You all have seen the very spots where you can find the balls. Ninja, blindfold everyone. Adage, est-ce que vous avez compris? Flatmates. On a start, you all go in search of the balls. You will have 1 minute to pick up all balls. Here we will have only one champion in the stage. Flatmates, listen carefully. If 4 of you pick 1 ball or 2, you must pick one of the balls to go to the next stage where you will compete amongst 4 of you. There is a surprise winning package from Biggy. All flatmates should stand up. Major, check them well. All flatmates should turn. All flatmates should turn. Danger, come behind. Danger, change positions of balls. Flatmates, remember, if you pick a ball, you stand up and take off the blindfold. check bishop. One last correction. When you pick a ball, do not take off your blind. You just stand up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's start in 1,